Nice.
Quest.
Nice
Gotta
crisp
gotta tell
can
us what it
opening.
is.
Yeah, what you getting?
I got myself a monster. Strawberry Dream.
Nice.
I'm drinking a rock star.
I have iced tea.
I got a rock.
We don't drink just Monster in this household. Get yourself a Guinness, you plebeian.
I have a
We only
32
we
ounce
only drink
cup of.
Gunsters.
What
I have
flavor
a,
of Monster is that, Wombat?
The Gunster, the best flavor.
Oh.
I have a 32 ounce cup of only 5-hour energy.
God.
If
I
I
like to
drink
start
it,
my day
This
with
may
that
be Arsenal's
96
last
hour
stream
energy.
ever.
if I can drink the whole thing, I'll be able to unlock the hidden 25th hour of the day.
There's the 7?
The what?
I forgot what I was saying.
Understood.
Okay.
All right. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey,
Oh, hey there.
that's my intro.
I saw it. It's just the...
Saw it.
Oh, almost forgot. I saved this specifically for Stabby.
What?
They have already placed a Discman with an anti-skip system in a museum already.
Oh my god.
That gets rid of the purpose.
Oh my god.
Supposed to be able
It's
to skip.
over.
Oh.
The years, they're passing by.
It's gone.
Stop bullying me. Why you bully me?
I was in school and learning on computers, and I had to bring my homework home with actual floppy drives.
Oh.
Fuck.
Not
I
again.
remember when hit clips came out.
Did you walk 5 miles there and back to Wombat through snow and rain?
I'm fucking
Both ways
what are you
uphill?
talking about?
That's the whole joke.
I don't
Back
live in
my day, I
bumfuck nowhere. I wasn't making a joke. I was literally stating fact.
Oh.
Shit.
I actually
Wombat's
used
old.
floppy disks. Dude. Okay, I used it for like a
Ugh.
year or two, and then it was like gone. No one used them anymore. But I still was in that era, the end of it.
Era.
I was only born in '95. Jesus, guys.
Oh, God.
I'm not that fucking old. What do you mean?
Yeah.
December '95, which
I
is basically
forget how
'96.
much older you are than me.
I'm not old.
You're 5 years
Guys,
older than me.
Man, what's it like
I'm
being
not
born in the 1900s? Ugh.
And my birthdays are 4 days apart.
I gotta get out of here.
Whose birthdays are 4 days apart?
You said December 8th, right?
18th.
Oh, 18th. Yeah, still close, but
A week for Christmas. So I never had my own birthday parties. And I'm a jaded old man.
I was born 7 months before 9/11.
I'm a week before Christmas. That's a good like analogy and like a good descriptor. It's like, oh yeah, it's just a week before Christmas. No, 7 months before.
Well, I was doing the math in my head because I'm a 2001 kid. So it was like, where were you when 9/11 happened? Fucking eating crayon.
Shitting my pants.
Yeah, eating paste. I don't know.
Throwing my bowl of Cheerios at the Teletubbies on the TV.
Okay. Stop aging me, please. This
But
is harassment.
Stabby, the void is ageless. It's timeless.
Not the flesh anchor it's attached to interact with reality.
No. Just get a new one.
You know how hard that is?
No, because I'm not a void being.
That's so difficult.
He's just a
Yeah, my
little
bad.
marsupial, man. Look at him.
Yeah,
Lol.
no one on the internet expects that you're a dog, but instead of a dog, I'm a wombat. All right, we live? We're doing things?
We're live.
alive.
Okay,
Been aging me.
all right, so what happened last time?
We beat the shit out of Strahd.
We basically did all combat last time, so there's really nothing to say because all of
Yep.
that 4 hours was 30 seconds. So,
Yep.
in the past month of playing, it's been 5 minutes in game.
Yep.
Yep.
Love D&D.
Mhm.
We
All
did
right,
it though.
so you guys did it, or did you?
Or did
I guess
we?
we'll have, or I guess you'll have to see.
Don't know.
That could have not been Strahd.
Yep.
Who knows?
We'll have Strahd 2.0 coming because Vampire is loose.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not good.
or maybe that was just an illusion.
Your vampire's running. Well, you better go catch it.
Boo.
Whoa.
Boo.
So now priority is Vampire said something about the altars disappearing. Zed
Yeah,
is still
so-
not in her body.
This is the current list of objectives. Save almost all the altars because Arden's dad is a fucking asshole and nobody cares about that guy. Put Zed's soul back in her body, maybe fix up the body a little bit because she doesn't want to be put back in the body only for her to die again and be like, yeah, you used the Revivify scroll already. Okay, bye. You fucked up. You wasted it. And then step 3. Go the fuck home.
Okay.
That's that.
Well then, I will add some music, and we can do that. Just go with spoop.
All right, audio check. Everybody check your audios.
Still loading.
Everybody prepared to check the audios.
Load, damn it.
All right, everyone, do your mic check. Mics, if you're out there, how are you doing?
There it is.
Music. It's not the that's not the vibe right now. One last hoy de goy, maybe.
I
Is
know
there
the
music?
final music. Dova King. Dova King.
There.
No, I'm putting on These Dices Are Rigged.
Fuck.
Rigged.
And then you just hear hoy de goy,
There we go.
No, that's not it. That's different.
Too joyful.
It's different. I
Please
don't wanna
hold stream.
play-
You're
gives
finding the
you too
ambience.
much
I don't
hope.
want to play. All of my sadness sounds are too sad. Damn. There's nothing. We're just gonna be talking. So I just
Yep,
fucking.
yep. You play this one. That one gives you too much hope.
Damn. What is Big Chillin'? What is this? Damn, it takes 3 hours to load. Hello? Ah, that's fine.
Oh, cool. I think this is one of the ones I sent you.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, this one's good.
Okay. Last we left off, you saw a Shadowman walking out of the Shadowman. He no longer has a shadow, and he's no longer a man. He's a pile of dust that you gotta get your Swiffer. And that man was Vampire, and he walked off and said, "Well, shit, I don't have a master, or at least a subordinate anymore. I'm the master. Get it right." And then also said, "Oh, by the way, you, specifically you, you're gonna die. All right, bye."
Hit the Goku. Hey, Cell, you're gonna die. Huh?
And we'll leave it at that. What do we want to do first? Try and heal Zed? Just talk more? Just whatever you guys want to do. Let me know when I need it.
I believe Aaron and I had a plan,
Okay.
but it was Aaron's idea, so I'm gonna let Aaron say it so I don't steal his thunder.
Oh,
Ah.
shall I
No,
just
his
say it?
lightning.
Shall I just say it out of character so we can explain it easier? Or would you rather?
You
role
do
play it?
whatever you want. This was that you brought this up first.
Okay, so last we left off, Aludrum came in and said, like, we're all disappearing soon. Yes?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
But who's to say that's true? That's what the demon that was inside the demon
Mhm.
said.
Did Aludrum explain that, or did you say that she
Yes.
did not?
No, I said initially, and then she came back in and said, "Hey, Vampire walked off and said the rest of us, essentially the rest of us altars are all going to disintegrate once dawn hits, which is soon."
Okay.
That is why she is in the room. She wanted to make sure Strahd was 100% Ash before coming in.
I see. That doesn't seem like that far-fetched of a lie, so likely the truth. I don't know if there's anything that we can do within our power to stop such a thing. Though we do know somebody who may be able to help.
Who would that be for the class?
The Lich?
Or the... Yeah, Kazan. What about that guy?
What do you think he could do? Interesting.
I don't know. He's pretty powerful, and he's helped us do a lot of crazy things before. So I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. And I might add that there is a teleportation room to likely the Amber Temple, so we could get there really quickly.
Yeah.
I'll just be happy if my soul's put to something and then we leave and then my soul can get put back in something else at some point. I would be more than happy with that.
I do feel like Kazan would be our best option right now, but I'm willing to hear if anyone else has other ideas.
Well, I think Kazan might have the best idea of whether you can put my soul back in my body right now or if we have to heal some broken bones, organs, internal bleeding, and any possible bone breakages that have punctured something.
I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help if we told him that we defeated Strahd.
Sorry, I have things to say, but I'm also reading other things.
Okay. I will prompt you to say something now. Arden,
Before
okay.
the end of the campaign, Arden is finally reading the books they said they would read 7 months ago.
Says the guy who
I've read
didn't
all-
read
I've read-
yesterday.
I've read all of them over and over again. Nothing stays in this head, you know.
Coming from the guy who said he doesn't read.
I hate reading, but I do it if I have to.
Makes a character who likes to read.
Exactly. I hate reading, but I like having information. So you see how like the two things really kind of don't mesh.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, there's always the Fae. The Fae can help. The magic is more aligned to it anyway. Kazan's idea to keep himself alive meant becoming undead, which I presume is not on the table.
I mean, they're already undead.
I meant more for Zed. As far as the others go, God, I'm all out of ideas. I didn't think I'd. I'll be honest. I didn't really plan too much for after we got him. I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't think I had to.
We also did not expect whatever it is we got here with Zed, so...
Well, I'm
Okay.
just glad I didn't have to use contingency plan 2 or 3.
Say we know enough with the plans. I don't want to think about it anymore.
We only have so much time. I do recommend we make our way to the teleportation room.
It's a good idea. We do know, and as I'm going to keep talking a little bit, but I imagine we're doing it as we're walking. It's a bit of a trek.
Are you
Um,
picking up Zed's body?
Maligan will carry Zed's post-explodiumed body very gently.
Okay, what do we do? What do we know? We know that souls can't leave Barovia. Whether or not that the veil has become thin enough that they can, I don't know yet. But for the time being, I'm going to presume that they still can't leave Barovia. Considering Zedrantha's still here. So if the others do disappear, perhaps they'll still be locked here for some time. So there's chance for a more correct resurrection if we had that kind of power. I don't know what happened to the soul of Argynvost. He became sort of a beacon after that, after we reunited his skull with his body, but who knows what happened with that. Go on.
I don't know what I was going to say. It's all good.
He was a silver dragon, from what I can remember. They had incredible amounts of power and magic. I believe he was the main patron for many paladin in his day. Don't know if that can be contacted or not. I think you're right. I think the best option is either Kazan or the Fae.
We have to start somewhere. Kazan might even point us to the Fae if he cannot help.
Then to the Amber Temple.
Anyone in disagreement?
No.
I disagree.
Quiet,
God.
God! No one asked you.
Oka's
Okay,
just
well,
gonna shrug her shoulders.
Oka shrug.
Okay.
Yep.
So we head on down to the hourglass room.
Yeah.
And what stone do we pick up to put into the fire?
I believe it was blue, because we figured Ancient Magic's womb was referencing it, the Amber Temple.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Alright.
assuming.
I mean, who knows?
Who knows?
I gotta look myself. Let's go down to that fucking room. Court of the Count, I think. Let's see.
For anyone who wants to look, I believe I posted the entire thing in notes.
The list.
Yes, I love being at 98% for 7 years. Thank you. Is it the Larders of Ill-Omen? It might be the Larders of Ill-Omen.
I would say either blue or violet.
Might be even lower than that.
What is violet? Leads to the Mountain Spire. Yeah, that would be close. I feel like Mountain Spire is close as well.
Mountain Spire could be the vampire.
That's the vampire lady. I think.
Mountain's Spire.
It says to the Mountain Spire there.
Mm-hmm.
Singular.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know that one, at least. But I shan't say anything because that's cheating.
You shan't because you can't.
You can't hear me.
La 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 la.
You can't physically hear me. Why is it at 98% for 3 years? I ordered this map last year. I ordered it at 11:59. Fine. Ravenloft. Okay, so it's not any of those. So then is it the Dungeon? It's the Dungeon. you seen? Damn, this thing's slow today.
We also have to think about the other altars and if we should be bringing them too. I don't know where the rest of them are, the ones that aren't here.
I would imagine
The
that
ones
for
who came in and like were doing things off screen. So Mistin and is that what you mean?
yeah, but what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those would then be on the floor of where you're at right now.
Oh, so they're here.
Oh.
Okay.
Dead. Yes.
Digging up my
Except
wife.
Nimble Wife.
Where is she?
I think she stayed with the Vistani.
Yeah. I didn't have her
Then, yeah,
come or
she's fine.
anything.
Yeah, she's fine. Okay. Yes, I am here now. God, it doesn't show my fucking books. Here we go. Okay. Yes. All right. What color?
Bleh.
Yes. Okay. We want to use blue. Got it. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
ready now. Okay, that's what we want to do.
Me.
Okay.
Does
Grab
anybody want to
the-
go in and test it and make sure it's the right way? And then the rest of us can be like, ah, yes, this stone.
Yeah, grab the stone, and then when you put it into the flame, it changes the color of the flame to that, and the hourglass, the sand begins falling. So you have time. Would someone like to go in? The flame is now blue.
Sure. The Reem
Okay.
will walk through.
Thareem walks through, and what you can see is
Oh.
Actually, a bunch of Woodwoods.
Don't you dare say they're ass again. They're assholes, don't you? They're nice. They copper 8. They Tim. Okay, which one is the do? The who?
The who?
Says 33D.
Quay?
Don't quay. No quay. No. 33C. 33B. 33A. F. 33D. Aha! Yeah, that one. You find yourself in the vault that Oka ran into and touched the Stone of Delbin. That also happened to have the birthplace of Phil and Derek picking through the shards of the shattered crystal.
Oh, so we're in one of the
That-
statue vaults.
In one of the orange demon amber crystal vaults, and the
Lovely.
one that was suspected to have had vampire broke out. That's the one that's shattered.
Uh-huh.
You are now in there.
We were right.
Woo!
Whee!
Rocky
Would we even
Talkie.
be able to communicate through? Does the Rocky Talkie work infinite range?
We upgraded them.
Oh, I just couldn't remember. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be like, my assumption was correct. This is the Ember Temple. But-
Correct. That's what you hear.
Good enough for Maligan. Maligan's gonna jump in.
Then you hear the spokesperson. Can you hear me now?
Hello? Hello?
Verizon. Maligan steps through. Okay. And
With
Maligan
Zed,
steps through.
buddy.
Thareem. Roll a dex save to not be crushed by Malikan instant transmissioning right on top of you. Unless you moved.
Save. Dex save. I'll make a dex save any day.
I know you will. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're chill. You're just like, yeah, it's fun. And then you're like, wait, I really should. Oh, God. Maligan, like, literally lands as you, like, eke out from underneath him.
Oh, jeez. Give him a warning.
No.
Fair enough.
Alright, who's next?
Allegem will go through.
All right, Alligator.
Alligator. Chevrolet movie theater.
Goes through. Allegem goes through and basically just pops into existence on Maligan's back. So you're in the fur on the neck with your friend Grumbles.
Grumble!
Grumble.
survived.
Bull. Buh.
I was Grumble. Oh, okay.
Like Grumble is.
Oh, okay. The cat was
Yes,
there
he
the
did
whole
survive.
Did she
time.
bring back Grumble?
Grumble's been there the whole
Grumble's
time.
been there the whole time.
No. Wasn't
yeah,
that
but Grumble survived.
No, that's not what I'm saying no to. Wasn't that your one-shot character's name?
My character, yes. But that was before Grumble was in this.
Yeah, that's why I was like, did you bring back Grumble?
No, that's the name of the grumpy cat.
Okay.
His name was Grumble in this because he was in here for some random fucking reason, so we just added him in.
They're like, random encounter, go! There's a fucking cat.
I
Yeah,
I
was like,
remember
"All right,
it,
let
I
me go
just
look through
didn't
the
know if
random
you
encounter."
did
Like,
something
what the
with
fuck?
it.
Why is there a cat? No, that's different. Yes, same name, different
Okay.
different things. Oh no, you are right. It is Grumple with a P.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy.
It is.
Yay.
It is Grumple. Grumple Stilton. Okay, anyway, you are in the fuzz. Who's next? And does Maligan move out of the way with this
Yes,
occurrence?
Maligan moves out of the way
Okay.
because he has to take care of a very
The
I'll
landing
go in.
zone is
Hardcore.
clear.
landing zone is clear.
Phil and Derek begin waving the fucking little cone lights to aviation. Just like,
It's too bad Zella's not here.
Zell's
right now.
not here.
well, I mean, they'll see the VOD maybe.
Okay, we'll go next.
Oka goes next. You are in there, and as soon as you go, who are you right now?
Oh,
Are
okay.
you're the one attuned. As soon as you get in here, you have your gaze like fixated on the amber that gave you the powers. And you just feel the presence inside welcoming you back.
She's gonna flip off the amber stone.
Oh yes, this brings back lovely memories for Ahsoka.
Just wonderful.
I can just hear Oka. I don't know you. Fuck off.
You're not my dad. All right. Who we got left? We
I'll
got
go
Zed,
in.
We got Redman. Okay, Nimble.
Hmm.
Oka, are you still there? Or
Yeah, Oka went in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after flipping off the stone, she'll leave.
okay. All right. So you get out of the way. Nimble comes through. You are now in the amber sarcophagus room with everybody else, and everybody's like, "Hey, get away from there. That's where you teleported."
Yeah, she'll walk forward.
Okay. All right. So it's just Zed and Redman.
Zed's gonna try and go in.
Okay.
Does
As your ethereal body is engulfed in the flames, you feel no heat, you feel no warmth. Normally the flame is like a little cold. You're just sitting in the flame.
Okay, I'm starting to figure it out. I think I'm stuck here until I'm unstuck.
I'll I'll stay here with you. Maybe there's something we can find while we're here anyway. Oof, I had a hiccup there, but it really helped to the sadness in his voice. Yeah.
Well, it might be a good idea just in case. I don't know if this works backwards. You might want to tell them that I'm stuck here and you're staying behind. At least Maligan's over there.
Yeah, I'll use the Rocky Talkie and let them know that Zed is seems to be otherwise tied to the castle for the time being, so I will be remaining here and attempting to look for other information that can help.
You think she's tied to the castle? Interesting. She could just not be able to go through because she ain't got no body.
I mean, her
Or
body
that.
went through just fine.
Maligan carried Zed's body through.
Yeah, the body went through.
He's
Or
gotta-
that.
Ghost Zed just has to hoof it to the Ember Temple.
Don't worry, guys. With no terrain being able to stop me, I have the clearest path.
I'm just gonna
False.
no-clip through the ground at the optimal angle.
You're gonna no-clip launch. You just fucking...
Yeah, hold on.
Didn't
I
they
gotta
do that
charge
in
up.
Elden Ring? They like launched the final boss arena like under the map in like 5 minutes right off starting.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah, I think it was something like that. Anyway, yeah, you can't go through. Your body did go through. That's what we know.
Well, at least Kazan can look at my body and verify any worries that I have about its health.
All right. What are we doing?
Well, we are in the bottom part of the Amber Temple. I guess we gotta go up to the study where Kazan was last.
Yeah, we know where it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and find a guy.
And you mean Extenter?
Yeah,
The
Kazan is
Lich.
easier.
Yes, yes, it is.
Executor.
Executor.
Somewhere
Executor.
somewhere in the distance, we hear as
Time-
those skulls are still trapped in that closet to this day.
Oh yeah.
All right, Maligan, go find your birthplace.
Ah, there's still a stain on the ground from where I was born. Yeah, I really couldn't get that black ink out of my damn carpet. All right, so let me read back up on what the fuck this man knows and what he would do and all that shit. So let's see. Memory restored. We did that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
So, while Wombat's looking, so what is Kazan?
Lich,
Oh,
give birth to Maligan helped.
Yes,
Eh?
he's the lich.
He's
that
the
we
midwife.
We restored his memories, and he helped perform the ritual between Zed and Nimble to, I guess, essentially exorcise Maligan from her body.
oh. I
10
didn't
out of
think
10
I'd really
service.
think about that much, but okay. Okay, that sure, why not?
Yes, a lot of people died that day. Thankfully, it didn't last long.
It was fun.
It was not fun.
It was very fun.
Well, you and I remember dying a lot differently then.
You stayed dead longer than me.
Probably for the best. It's not fun. Don't recommend.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Meh.
Okay, I think I got enough. All right. We are able to get back up into his room. just for the scene, I'm gonna delete the fuck out of everyone. There's Bexabanther. And we're gonna grab
Party bus.
no. Accord Caliente.
Party
Ugh.
No, not Party Accord. Accord Caliente. The blown the fuck up one.
Oh, it's been so long.
The toasty Accord.
Listen,
Oh,
I said
yeah.
Honda Accord crashed, and that's what it gave me.
So we should all be observers and should be able to see now, yes?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, first off, let me do this real quick. Just fucking beep beep. There we go. There you go. Now you're there you are. Alright. Exthanter talking to a fucking blown up car. Alright. I felt the presence disappear. He's gone, isn't he?
Well,
Yes.
We think so.
He's a pile of dust in his own hallway.
Then your mission, as well as mine, has been a success. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Well, we have a
Time
bit of a problem.
critical. It's very time critical.
What's of urgency, friends?
The, peop-
According to. Go ahead.
the people that we love are gonna die at dawn because of Strahd. Is there any way we can reverse it?
Also, my sister, whose body is right here, it needs some repairs, and also apparently her soul is stuck to the castle and can't move, possibly?
Well, let's take this one at a time. Which one would you like me to deal with first, maybe?
I think I don't want to be a pile of dust, and that's time critical, so let's do that one first.
Did he give you a specific time as to when you would
8.
Dawn.
go back? Which is in about 27 minutes.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at the time.
All right. Well, with all of my knowledge, I still do not have the proper power to replicate that which the vampire does. If this is something that was done with the power of vampire, I believe it would need that to reverse it.
Did you see where he went? Can you find him?
He went out the front door. I mean,
No, he went physically like 45 degrees down invisible steps into the ground, possibly into the catacombs, the dungeon underneath the castle.
Okay, he went downstairs through the floor like he was going downstairs if stairs were invisible and didn't adhere to physical things
All
being
right,
in the
then
way.
let's go back.
Go back. So, do you plan to barter with him?
Yes.
It wouldn't be the first time we've bartered with dark powers.
Could also be bartering in a much more sadistic way, but yes.
I
The dark
don't.
powers you bartered with were trapped in crystallized amber, unable to harm you.
I would be happy if you could, I don't know, just take my soul out and attach it to something else. I'd be okay with that.
As I said as well, This is something that was done with the power of vampire. And he just trails off.
Can you take us back? Or do we need to
Hold
use
on.
the portals again?
We do have that other problem too.
Well, if Odin's still on the other side, perhaps he could activate it again, and maybe the fire will appear.
I can send you back. That's no issue. That's within my realm.
Well, do you want to look at
But I
Zed's
do-
body?
That's the other thing, at least. Maybe can you maybe figure out what's happened to my sister?
So he holds out his arms and moves and motions to this this chair. I can't fucking ping. God.
There we go. Okay, her body is being placed in the chair very gently.
And he floats around. You hear like sickening grinding of bones because you're not in there. So he's just like, let me twist this around. Okay, that seems all right, if not shattered. That spleen's a little bit too squishy. We'll have to fix that. Eyes seem good. Those seem good. He pulls them out, puts them back in.
He's less trained of a doctor than I am.
Anything heals with magic.
That's true.
Love magic.
And to iterate on what he says, he just fucking like chops off a pinky, like flicks it up into the air. It lands back on the hand, and then he heals it back onto the hand. And there was no evidence that it was even done. He's like, see.
Okay, would you
Yay.
be able to heal that enough so we could put a soul back in it and it doesn't want to die immediately?
Well, I can't say anything about the emotional state of the soul, but the body, yes. I can...
Yeah, we just need the body part.
Put you back in. God, I want to die. See, I can't fix that. I can't fix it.
It's just more, you know. Oh, how would she say it? Just to make sure that the vital bits are still working enough. She's quite used to having a soul.
Well, he rubs his chin. He's like, well, like I said, that spleen needs some work, but yes, I can fix up the body. And he just plunges his hand into the chest and grabs the heart. You guys know basic anatomy. And physically begins beating it again while pulsing energy from his hand into the chest. And as that happens, you guys can hear like the cricks and cracks of bones reforming. Zed like gets more color as blood begins pumping again, and after about a minute, he pulls out his hand. That wound closes. Zed's body seems to be at 100%, although nobody's home, and obviously the heart is still not beating because nobody's home. But the body seems okay.
Closer.
Well, one good thing, I suppose. Takes the body back. Thank you. I guess we'll have to go and try and figure out what to do with Vampire.
I would also ask a request of what the fuck is your night chasers, sky chasers?
I don't remember.
No,
Oh,
we've
man.
gone through a few names, but I think now
Why'd we
our
never
party
come
name.
up with one, man?
We
Let's
had a
sit
few.
at it.
I think
didn't
we
need
settled
one.
on cautionary tale, actually.
Yeah.
Cautionary tale. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I just always love the idea of coming up with one, and then it's a work in progress, and it's always just a work in progress.
It's always a
Then I can
different
never
name.
fucking
What's your
remember.
party name? It's work in progress. I haven't figured it out yet.
No.
Yeah.
Working on progressing.
What's your party name? We are a party named A Cautionary Tale. Okay, A Cautionary Tale. No, a
Yep.
party named A Cautionary Tale.
Name's
You
Nick.
say the whole thing. All right. He says, I can send you back to the castle right outside the front door, but I also have a request of you.
Of course.
What kind?
Seeing
Help.
that Strahd is taken care of. And he like looks down at his form. There's no need for me to persist in this way. And he flies over into the room. And the secret door you guys found, but then I was like, you guys really shouldn't go in there.
We're like, okay.
He opens and he does show you that that was his phylactery.
Yeah,
Isn't
you're
the
right.
thing that was definitely not his phylactery is actually his phylactery.
Come on, man. I can't just be like, hey, you guys really shouldn't mess with the phylactery, because if you do, you lose a really good fucking ally. Like, I can't say that. I can just say, hey, you guys really shouldn't fuck with this thing.
It's just like, oh, what's this? Don't touch it. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are like, all right, what can I like pick it up? I was like, yeah, but it has got like some energy around it. You like really don't want to. I remember. I was just like, don't fucking do it. You're gonna kill Kazan. Like, don't do it.
And he was still like, he's just like, what thing? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I've never seen that door in my life. Just fucking whistles without lips. Just fucking woo-doo-doo, woo-doo-doo-doo. He requests that you, when you are finished and have no more need of him, he would like to go to rest. And he would like you guys to take and destroy his phylactery.
I think we can do that.
Agreed.
Oh, whether I'm here in 25 minutes or not.
Well, he allows you to take the golden, odd-shaped box covered in symbols.
The Reem will take it.
Okay. You can write down in your notes, it has an AC of 15 and 100 hit points, because you guys will have to actually kill it to, you know.
Arden gets to smash a wooden box. Yay!
Golden box is gold. It's fancy.
He gets to smash a fancy box.
Yeah.
Finally, after 4 sessions.
Don't you patronize me.
Create new item. Cause they're exit and
No, Kazan. That's
Okay.
his name before he remembered, but that's what his token is called.
phylactery.
All right. And with that, he hands it to you. He smiles as much as Bones can smile, which isn't any, but you can see he tries. And
Improve that energy.
then in the middle of the room, he holds up one hand in front of himself with 2 fingers extended, and there's this ring that's like a bar that goes across both fingers. And then his other hand is like by his shoulder, and he makes a circle motion, and then a gold portal begins opening in front of you. And you can see the Castle Strahd.
Thank you.
Thank you for your assistance. I hope when the time comes and you get your rest, that it is a peaceful one.
That's all you can hope for at the end. I've done my duty and kept the temple safe. And Strahd is now gone. Good luck to you all.
Farewell, friend.
And you guys step through the portal, and it closes behind you as you see a magical floating cape go towards Kazan and wrap around him and wave at you.
Yeah, I knew it was Doctor
Yay.
Strange.
I always try to just add shit at this. I just think it's funny. Add little jokes. All right. Yep, you guys are back in the castle, back at the thingamadoo hickey madoo ha madaba, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't remember fucking dungeon. Yeah, it was dungeon, but we'll just bring you back to Court of the Count, I think.
Rocky talkies to our den. Alright, we're back.
Ravenloft, first floor. Okay, we'll just bring you back here. Okay.
But then,
Oh, hello? There we go. Mike was having some
Mike is having
issue.
some issues. I
why
hope
is
he's
Mike
doing okay.
here?
God damn it. And my audio program has been fucky lately, but it's fine now. I got it. Trying to think, because they weren't gone for that long, right?
No.
Like in game.
10 minutes. Because time is moving real time right now. It is 8:45. You have 15 minutes.
Yep. Barf.
Samantha, now is not the
Barf.
time.
What did you learn?
Well,
Anything good at all?
Kazan repaired Zed's body as best he could, but he mentioned that Vampire is the only one who would be able to do anything about the fate of those who have been changed by him.
That was my worry.
I'll be right back.
So, we need to find him and fast, because dawn is quickly approaching.
What about Zed? What about her body and getting her back into it? What about that?
My body seems actually a lot better right now and repaired. That's not time sensitive. Just take it with us. We go figure this out now.
Alright, Hello Gem. Where did Vampire go? You were last to see him.
Down that way. And she points all the way directly down where he went.
There we go.
I don't know where that is relative to downstairs.
Maybe the catacombs again?
Catacombs.
What if he went to that strange room we couldn't get into?
Which one?
The one with the barrier of magic.
That's somewhat to start. We just have to find it and fast, so let's go.
Alright.
You think if we just start screaming vampire, he'll show up?
We could try.
I don't.
I got
have
lungs. And somebody else's too.
Okay. Do you want to try screaming then?
Just
I don't
start running.
Go, 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 go.
Scream and run.
I assume we were running! Honda Accord. That one right is still there. He just got fucked up. He's like, I'm out.
Hey.
Okay. You guys are down in the catacombs. Where are we trying to go and search?
Alright, so, there's two places I would assume that he could be. It would either be over here in the barrier area, or maybe Strahd's tomb.
Maybe we
Okay.
could split up. We'll go take a look.
All right, gang. I think we should split up. The fuck up, Fred. Okay.
Or, well, I guess there's also Sergei's tomb, but I feel like Vampire would definitely not go there.
Vampire was actually preferred Sergey. Strahd was just the one that he got stuck with.
He's like, damn it, I got the annoying one. Okay.
Malleable.
Alright.
Damn. The one I liked turned into Gazebo Jesus. God damn it.
But I liked her to.
Well, we could do... How did you guys get into Strahd's tomb last time without using the teleportation room?
We used the teleportation room.
The other teleportation room?
It was the teleportation room in a crypt.
Okay, well, let's go check that out.
Is the fucking magic still gonna boop boop?
It does, but also the gate was unlocked because when you got in there, you could have pulled the lever, but none of you did. So technically the gate is unlocked if you would have just pulled the lever.
Oh. We just all
you
left
guys
again.
just teleported out. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So
Well, we're
if
in here
you
now.
retroactively had pulled the lever, then the teleport traps in the front are also gone, and the gate is open, meaning you could just walk in. But either way, it works. You see the coffin, if you can even call it that anymore, ripped into a fine mesh of splinters all across the floor of this crypt, just scattered everywhere. There is no coffin anymore. The only thing that remains directly in the center is your stake, which seems to have not been damaged.
Oh, well, it's not broke. So he's gonna go over and grab it.
Oh, it's fine wood right there.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine still.
And you can notice on the splinters, if someone would like to inspect them, wink.
Jed would like to inspect them because she's still ethereal.
Sure, you can literally get into the floor so that your eyes are eye level with the splinters and get like macro inspection on them. There's like claw marks. It's like gouges. So
What
it's like ripped apart with claws.
did one of was this Maligan? No. Was it any of you? Something tore this to shreds.
To shreds, you say?
You think Vampire did this?
I don't-
Seems odd.
Well, the vampire's here. We want a word. And I'm saying that, I'm yelling that out loudly, except I'm not going to yell into the mic and blow everyone's ears out. So it's a.
Gotcha.
You can scream real loud.
You hear like a voice, not that it's like near you or anything, but like it was like carried on the wind in this windless crypt dungeon. Come find me then.
It has to be a game.
Yes. You hear some dice shaking in a cup over the wind, and then you just hear Yahtzee.
I'm gonna go pull the lever. Open the door.
You hear like a separate voice as well that's just like a little bit like higher octave. You have Uno.
What kind of fucking game are they playing in there?
I don't have Uno. Alright, open door. Yes, door open. Shablamo. Reading thing.
The other dark
Yeah.
powers like, you have Uno.
Got it.
Pick up two.
Okay. You guys can get back out to the front, and I'm just gonna whack you if it teleports you. Thank you. It did, motherfucker. And then,
There should be a cut and paste.
guys are back in the center. There he is, but yeah.
Alright. Now we need to find him.
Okay. Do we want to go here or?
Can Zed just walk through the magical barrier?
Sure, alignment.
She's neutral good.
No, you're teleported back to the top of the stairs.
Alignment based barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Who hasn't tried? I mean, Oka's tried. Was it good? Was it Woka or Koka that tried going through?
Woka.
So a good aligned person has tried, and a
Maybe it has to be
chaotic-
lawful.
lawful. Oh, are any of us even lawful anymore?
No, that's a problem. Maybe Coca, but Coca's not here.
Oka if you wanted, maybe you could like have like a ritual thing where you can ritual cast for like 10 minutes and incite your other form. But also you have 7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes. It's not enough time.
Any ideas? I'm fresh out.
Focus gonna shoot the barrier.
Okay.
If it does anything.
Where are you standing?
Probably about here.
You're standing here and then shooting the barrier? Okay.
Yep.
What are you shooting it with?
I'm
Okay.
assuming
What
AK.
else?
As you well, crossbow, I don't know. As you shoot, the Eldritch Blast hits the barrier and then teleports back to the top of the stairs and then goes down and hits the barrier and then teleports back to the top of the stairs and it begins gaining speed.
You've created the portal momentum.
And after about 10 seconds of that, it just fizzles as it hasn't hit anything because it can only go 120 feet.
Yep.
An Eldritch Blast is not very lawful.
Oh wow, look, a 15.
What alignment is Coco?
Lawful good.
Walk through the gate.
Wait, what?
As you enter into the tomb, a solemn stillness permeates this tomb. The towering stained glass windows on the eastern walls bathe the area in dim light because this is technically outside of the mountain. It illuminates 2 coffins that rest on white marble slabs, one coffin positioned against the north wall, bearing the inscription King Barov von Zarovich, while the other, against the south wall, reads Queen Ravenovia von Royen. The vaulted ceiling, soaring 30 feet above, is adorned with a breathtaking gold mosaic. You now can no longer breathe.
I got it.
Yep. Okay. Anyone who looks upward through a window can see 110 feet above the castle's stone overlook. And you can also look down and see a 900-foot plummet down to the base of the pillar stone of Ravenloft.
You see him in there?
There is... Hold, please. Let me, that, and then this, and then that, and then that, yes, and then, shoot. Hold, please.
We're sorry. Call cannot be connected to.
You see... God damn it. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Okay, fine. How do I do this? Yes. You see... Go that way. There he is.
10 out of 10.
His body isn't even connected to his legs. Whoops, I was zoomed too far out. You see the black and red, like shimmering shadow energy in the form of a towering 9-foot tall humanoid with wings, horns, and clawed hands.
Visage. Well, one kobold is just staring down this giant shadow thing.
And as Oka passes through the gate, there is a switch here.
She will quickly go over there before making her way down to flip the switch.
The gate goes down. Everybody can come on in.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yay!
It only allowed lawful good. I did it correctly this time, but yeah, it only allows lawful good.
Dang,
Interesting.
it's crazy.
That's a pretty strict requirement for Curse of Strahd.
Well, none of you tried to squeeze behind or around one of the bronze statues, and you have to be a small creature.
So it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Yeah. But yes, because you can clearly see there's like a thingy behind the statues. You could have like.
Oh, I guess.
I'm pretty sure Oka is also a small creature.
Mhm.
Yeah, you would have been able to do it then.
Either way, Oka could have done it.
Either way, we're here right now.
We're
Good
here
job,
right
Oka.
now, and you can see quite cinematically the sun beginning to rise for the first time ever outside of the windows. And now we're going to turn on. Actually, which one's your favorite, Zed? Lost, Journey's End, Hope, Black Dawn, Resting Soul.
Resting Soul was the one that we used for all the Zed theme stuff. Journey's End I set to play at the very end.
It's kind of the end, but yeah.
Yeah, that one doesn't loop as well. You could just play. You could play Hope. You could play Hope.
I hope you're right.
Uh,
All right. To what do I owe the displeasure?
I think we can say we're all somewhat unhappy with the current circumstances.
Blame it on your friend who used my power to do such things. I was merely assisting.
Oh, I'm gonna insight check because what the McHeckety heck? That's not the right one. This is Zed's insight check. This is...
Zed can no clip into his brain and see his
No clip
thoughts,
into
his
his
shadowy
brain.
brain. What are you inciting?
Really? Was he just an accomplice?
He was just letting Strahd use his powers. Yes. That was Strahd doing it with the powers. That wasn't Vampire. So, yes. It's just that that's Vampire's powers. He didn't do it.
hmm. If that is the case, then what is the cost to reverse whatever he's done and spare these souls?
Can we spare them?
Most of them. Anyway, I think we can do without one in particular.
We can kill that one again if we want to.
If that's something you... admire, require,
Desire.
Desire?
desire. Thank you. Jesus.
You're welcome.
I was like, wait, where's the word? Where's the word?
Found
Flipping
it.
through
Inspire.
thesaurus. Where's the word?
Expire. Wait, no, fuck.
Flipping through my mind palace, looking for the tiny box that says, "What sound a fox make?" Fuck. If that is what you desire, I no longer have physical form. Gaining one would give me the ability to use my powers, and the person who is hosting me. As you can clearly tell, that's what Strahd did.
I'd do it.
I think we all would, Nimble.
Nobody else said anything first.
Maligan is going to hand off Zed's body to Arden, and he is going to step forward until he's like right in the middle, right there.
You do realize what you're doing. If you accept me, you can't leave this place. If you accept me, you can't go back.
I think we can all agree that some of us are too tired of me. But I think it is time for me to move on.
Is that Maligan speaking?
Yes, Maligan.
Even though the shape is, basically shadow, it still has form. You see it's almost a look of pity. Be that as it may, and being quite brave, I don't believe I can merge with demonkind.
Then I will shed it all and become the one human that I've been holding on to this whole time.
As if you recall, Maligan ate a person that he never did anything with.
Person.
Wow.
Okay. So how's that gonna work?
My brain is loading.
Yeah, is
My-
Maligan still there, or is Maligan gone? And
Oh,
that person
Maligan
just
would still be
revived?
there. He would shed all of the demonic flesh, and he would just become a human person because he still had that. Because he ate that one guy.
I'm saying Maligan is a demon.
Yeah,
If
I'd say
Maligan's still there, it's a demon.
he would give up. He'd give it all up. So to Vampire, as long as Vampire promises to heal everyone else.
Okay.
Maligan will give up all of his flesh and blood to Vampire on the condition that all of the altars who deserve saving get saved. And then maybe they can go kick Arden's dad's ass or something.
It's an all or nothing, so
Well, in
Yeah.
like 4 minutes, Arden's dad's just gonna go and then fade
He's gonna-
away. Yeah.
But yeah, Maligan
Alright.
will Maligan
Anybody
will
else?
completely sacrifice himself so that Vampire can have a body.
Anybody else have any objections? Please step forward and state your piece, or forever hold your peace.
Maligan. I won't stop you if this is truly what you want to do, but I know we've all made sacrifices and done things to protect each other. You technically do not owe anything.
You kept my ghost alive. You gave me a new body when I've done nothing but torment you, especially Arden. And you say I owe you nothing. You've made deals with dark powers to bring each other back up. And you say I owe you nothing. I may be a demon, but I've spent long enough inside of a human body to understand its tenacious nature. I believe the phrase that you like to use is being given a fucking break. As long as Vampire makes sure the altars all come to safety, with the exception of one.
I have
Then-
no power over that. You will be the one using my powers to break it. I'm just the host of the powers. Like, what the fuck, Warlock patron, like a patron.
Okay.
It's just
And
a
I
battery.
I see no issue.
Well, then it would be ignoble of me to stop you.
I rolled a little secret roll to myself that came up low, so this is not hidden at all. A slight, like, very slight cracking sound, and then Arden like placing the vial that holds Strahd's fangs back into his coat. He was very much ready to use those fangs for something if no one else, if it was basically anyone else, or if time got too pressing.
Yeah, I was about to say right before you said that. Aldrim's hand was beginning to burn as light began coming in through the windows. Still have time, but
All right, Maligan's gonna do the thing.
okay. If we're doing this, Maligan is not a player character. If we're doing this, Maligan is going to need to literally go away back to their realm. However the demon stuff works, they will no longer be here.
Mhm.
And Vampire will use the corpse, basically, and inhabit that. However, that then means that it is Vampire with full control of a body, with free reign to do what he wants, and is not just inside a host.
Right.
Meaning, he then does have control. Do you trust him?
He deserves a treat.
Do we have a choice? Do we have a choice? Is the other.
I'm gonna
is
run to
the
the
other question.
bathroom real quick while you guys deliberate, because I did a lot of talking. You guys
you would
deliberate.
have a choice, which would be a player character.
Uh-huh.
Because Maligan is a demon. Like, I don't know exactly how that would work, but I'm thinking with all the stuff, like the between realms and everything. I don't know exactly where Vampire's from. Right?
Nibble did offer.
Yeah, at least that way. So obviously we can do it. We can see how it goes. I'll come up with something, but I was planning on a player character. So we can try it, but I'll have to come up with something. Let's let Stabby come back from the bathroom first, though. Is it break time, or are they just running? Okay, they're just running. So if you guys want, you can deliberate now. But basically, if we do it with Maligan, I would say you guys could probably see Maligan again by going to where Maligan is from. It's kind of like when a demon dies, they'll go back. Maligan will no longer be here, completely gone. The person inside, whoever that was from the wolf stuff, will be just a husk, basically. Vampire will take over. That means Vampire is not just in a host body, they are given flesh again. Who knows if they'll hold up their end or start attacking. At least like he told you, and the insight was correct. When he was inside Strahd, he was just powers, basically. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I mean, I guess it comes back to our original appeal of like, can you undo this? And he's like, well, technically it wasn't me in the first place, but now it will be him. So
It would be him.
yeah, depends on if we can.
Meaning I would need to
Convince.
come up with what I want to do. I'll roll some shit and see.
Yeah, you would need to come up with what Vampire would like want to do in his with his power, and if he like is like, oh, okay, I'll help you, or why would I help you now that I can just fuck off?
Exactly. He might just say fucking deuces and literally just go start ruling hell or something. Like, I don't know.
They are dark powers. Don't forget that.
There are dark powers. He's one of them. The most
Yeah, that's
powerful one.
That's what I'm saying. Like they are. He is like a dark power. Like that is. Don't forget all that. Like
Mm-hmm.
Or if he does agree, he might monkey's paw us and do something else.
they are, from what I believe, on par with some like devils and whatnot and certain demon lords. Like they are, but they're not beholden to any
I guess
real
what we could
deal or
do,
contract.
we could ask him right now and be like, if we gave you like free reign, could we make a deal with you, kind of thing? And like, what would
Fuck,
you
who is
want?
Zone of Truth? Zone of Truth?
Yeah, I
Wait,
have
Zone
Zone
of
of Truth. That
Zone of
shit-
Truth!
Wait, no, hold on, Coca. Coca, have it.
Fucking Zone of Truth. That'd be a way. That'd be a way.
Zed could do it if you put her soul back in her body.
Ah,
And she
requires
had the
powers.
amulet.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, did you hear? I don't know if you have a wireless headset now. Yes?
I have heard half of it.
Okay, well, yeah. So, if that happens, Maligan's gonna go away to whatever realm they came from. He's literally not going to be here anymore.
Oh,
The body
yeah, I
will
figured.
be dead. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I figured he was gonna be like, all right, now we don't have to use this token anymore.
And then Vampire would be in full control of the body, and we basically have to appeal to actual Vampire whether or not he would help us.
Well, there's also the fact that, yeah, we kind of kicked your last host's ass. We will do it again. It's like, here. We're gonna... Basically, the thing is like, hey, we can give you a full free reign body full of control if you do this for us.
Do you want that, though?
I mean, I think at this point, we just all want to go the fuck home.
That's fair, yeah.
Okay. Well,
But,
if that's what
I
we want to
was-
try, I can
Question.
roll some shit.
Oh,
Question being, the people that are saved, are they saved but still stuck to Barovia, or are they able to leave? But if Vampire goes, they go regardless of where they are.
Mm.
Like not as in like, not goes as in like leaves this place, but goes as in like dies or loses a host.
If we are breaking it, technically they would be dead, but then their soul would be free to leave Barovia as it always has been, and they could be resurrected because their body has basically been healed and their soul has been rejoined. But removing the powers of Vampire, being a vampire, you do have to have a true resurrection. So at least with this, he would basically take away the vampirism. It would kill them. You would then be able to just use a normal resurrection as they are freshly dead, instead of a true resurrection.
Huh.
That's the way I was thinking of it, of how to get around the vampire stuff instead of just saying, oh yeah, snap finger, they're fixed.
Do we have a way
Does
to
that sound-
resurrect people?
Does that sound good? You guys have
because I'm
resurrection.
probably
There's a
just...
skull of resurrection still, right?
Yeah.
We have one. And
How many?
and,
How many do we need to resurrect? We need to resurrect.
It's like Kazan. One
One,
more
two.
favor before you go to sleep.
Yeah, Kazan would be able to do it. Or the Fae, yeah. Or you could like use all of the charges in the Fae staff for like a resurrection.
yeah,
Explode the staff.
Explode the staff.
You also have the Heart of Barovia now within your control. That could probably resurrect some people.
Okay, we have options.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. So is that agreeable? And then we can figure out the resurrection.
Yeah, because I think our main goal is to just have them free of the influence of vampire.
Correct.
Just to be clear.
Because they were dead, they were brought into this realm dead. They were revived by Vampire's powers. By removing Vampire's powers from them, they will be dead yet again, but they will be freshly dead, meaning they can be resurrected.
Okay, so there's that, which is good. Downside is vampire needs to do that. It may not do that because body, but also, as I was saying before, Coca can do Zone of Truth because it's a cleric spell.
I don't have it prepped.
Oof.
But there is also the other option of doing the Strahd way and a player character who is alive, taking them and then just using them as like patron powers. That way it would go exactly like you said. But then they would be trapped in Barovia. Because they are now Strahd.
Could strike a deal with him, like after he takes over the body, and just like offer like, if you do this, then what do you want in return, kind of thing.
Okay.
Might, if he's willing to be persuaded.
Okay.
Imble.
You were a little quiet, buddy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If I know you offered, but are you? I mean, you'd be stuck here. You know that, right?
I'm aware. I'll find their sponsors.
I mean, guess you would have your wife again, but
You get your wife. My wife will be fine without me. She just goes months without me. It's fine. What's a little bit longer? I'm used to the loneliness. Romantically, at least. There are citizens here. I can make friends.
And Vampire says as well, you know you'll be vampiric.
That's fine.
And endless life. And having to take life to live.
Honey, I already do that.
I snap back. Damn.
This doesn't feel that different.
I'm just telling you. I'm just okay.
This
So
doesn't
then
feel
how
that
will-
different.
How will you feel that you'll stay alive past the party dying of old age?
That's fine.
Okay.
that might have already been the case to begin with. Not a lot of us really live that long.
It was all or nothing.
I mean, there's that. The other option is we could do the deal thing, but Nimble can make the deal. So, like, she doesn't get possessed by a vampire, but she might have to do something
Hey, Echo.
like equally as bad, or maybe slightly less bad. I don't know.
The whole temple is made out of bones. Castle.
It could be a double sacrifice. Maligan does the thing, and then Nimble does the deal.
If you're sure, Nimble, then I need you to take these from me, because I've already got it in my head that if I do it, maybe my patron can leverage something, can force her way here, can cause a redefinition of the deal, at least allow me to leave sometimes. But
We can
I need you to
trade
take
shit.
these.
Yeah, no, hand them over.
I need you to take these because I will do something if I don't.
I
I'm
know.
gonna hand you Strahd's fangs.
She's
The ultimate
gonna take it
bone.
and she's gonna give you her hair clip, which is essentially a wedding ring, and her eye in return. And you take those so they don't stay here forever.
And Aladrim is beginning to sizzle more
Okay.
as more.
Alright, let's do this now. Let's do this now.
Right. Any objections, party?
If that's what Nimble wants to do, I'm not gonna stop Nimble.
I gave my options, but yeah, not my choice.
Nimble already has like demon bones and shit, so
She is chaotic.
All right.
That was a very abrupt change.
It's how it fucking works.
I'm sorry.
All right. So Nimble, you step forward.
Been holding my hands out like I'm still holding the teeth.
Yeah, yeah. The vampire instructs you that you need to basically cut your throat, as that is how he enters.
She'll take.
And upon falling to the ground and losing your consciousness, you will then reawaken vampirized.
Nimble will take out her dagger, look over, especially at Arden, and go, "Thank you," and slit her throat.
And after about 3 seconds, as you fall to the ground, your vision going cloudy, you all can see the swarm of shadow just flow into Nimble through the wound. It begins healing immediately. Nimble's skin turning from the light bluish, right?
She's green, actually.
Green, to gray. And your hair turns black. And after about a minute, you stand back up and face the party. Your eye is back. Any damage that you had, scars, is all gone. You are now also burning in the light, as that's not supposed to happen here with Vampire in Control.
Steps away from that.
And you hear in your head, first things first, cover the sun. And you just instinctively see you raising your hand and just wiping some residual clouds and physically moving them across the sky, covering the sun.
Alright.
How do you feel?
Nimble's probably gonna look around, probably feeling her goddamn eye having something in the socket for once it's actual flesh, that she hasn't felt in years, and kind of just blinks at looking around a little bit before just smiling a little bit.
And you see big old fangs, bigger than Strahd's.
God. Depth perception. It's back.
you know, out of anybody who's probably gonna keep Vampire in check, it's probably gonna be Nimble. She's too
Yeah.
chaos. She's got too much chaos in her to have some dark power of a man tell her what to do.
I give him about a
Feminism.
month. I give Vampire a month before he's like, please, just let me out.
Nimble's like, maybe I want to. Nimble lets the sun come out. Maybe I want to feel the burning sensation on my skin, Vampire. No, stop!
All right.
You hold up your
You hear in your head as well. Say again, sir.
You hold up your deal now?
it wasn't a deal. I just said I needed to be. Did you not hear our conversation?
Oh no.
And it begins. It begins. Yes.
Well,
You're
and he's
stuck
like
here with
more
me.
meek now because he's like not
It's like,
just himself.
he's like, oh god, what have I done?
Well, like I said, yes, I believe what Strahd did was just vampirize them, so you can undo that with my power.
How do I do that?
And I was still talking.
No.
You just hear Nimble talking to themselves. You guys can't hear him.
Green's just gonna lightly chuckle and be like, "We are all so traumatized now."
Zed leaning
Anyway,
over.
I was kind of against this idea, but if anyone's going to keep a dark power in check from causing more chaos, it's going to be a more chaotic force.
you will need to step forward and
Stepping.
drain their blood.
Okay.
If you drain all of it, it should remove the vampirism, and they will then need to be resurrected.
Okay, I need their bodies now. Did we leave them again?
I'm right here. I'm still kind of
I'm
burning.
by you now.
Does it have to be biting?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably
Yes,
gonna
that's
hurt.
what he said. Yes, that's what he told me. Who?
The voice in
Who
my
told
head.
you?
Can I sit down?
You know,
Gotta
in
bite-
my
Can
head,
I sit down?
in my head, I'm also thinking like, I mean, there is that dialysis machine, but we broke that. That's fucking gone.
Well, we didn't break it. It exploded. We cut tubes. We could have refit the tubes, and then it exploded. Alrighty, you're right. The Aladrim will be bloodlet by means of Nimble, and once her body is completely exsanguinated,
Okay, what's the next
revivify.
step?
Is revivify the same as resurrection?
Whatever we were doing, I don't know.
It
Re-
doesn't need to
revivif-
be true resurrection. That's all I was saying. So
Revivify-
revivify does the same thing. It's fine.
Yeah,
Shall
revivify
we-
doesn't.
Maybe we should bring everybody over to the heart of Barovia and bring the face staff with us too.
Yeah, let's go.
You
Let's
guys
get
wanna
yeah,
move over
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go get Kazan too, just in case. It's like, hey, buddy.
Kazan can't leave the temple.
Oh,
We
do
have
I
his
look
phylactery
good?
though.
We
I don't
can.
Your skin is gray. You have giant fangs. Your eyes, your irises are now red, both of them, because you have your eye. Your hair is jet black. Other than that, you seem like Nimble.
Smiling maniacally at Arden.
She's gonna love
Oh, and
that.
now you just have like a fucking milk stash, but it's blonde.
Ah!
Unless we are saying let's move there before we do the Aladrim thing, in case no.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the idea. It's like, all right, let's go.
Nimble's like mid bite. He's like, "Come on, man! God,
Wait, just wait.
Pick up Harry.
All right, so we move on over to the heart of Barovia. We gather the bodies of Miston, who was dead in the chapel. You,
Nimble's wife.
I guess, send a message to Nimble's wife, and she eventually
Really?
arrives because she probably doesn't have a walkie-talkie.
Light is unconscious still, but Threem has been bringing her with them, so
Yeah.
she's there.
Redman's father.
We're skipping that one.
If you guys mention him, wink.
You know what? Maybe I
If
want to
you
make
guys
him
mention
feel
him,
better.
wink.
Do you want
Yeah, I
to
was
do
gonna
something with your
mention-
dad?
Did anybody explain what happened to Zed with Arden's dad?
No.
No.
We haven't had time.
Yeah.
We still gotta figure out Zed's problem, and then we can get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we can get to that.
I can sense that one of the ones brought back you do not wish to let live. Is that correct?
Can I keep him here?
You could, but he'd be a vampire preying on the weak.
What if I removed his
I know
hands
where
first?
he is.
Can I chain him up? Come on, this is not a valid question.
I'm just laughing to myself. Sorry. Like
No.
God.
No,
I mean,
Artis said
yeah.
die. You get to
You
forever
could,
censored
or
by
you could just
Nimble.
vaporize them with the sun if you want, and you don't have to deal with them.
No, I think Nimble wants to torture a man
Yes.
for
Okay.
all of eternity.
Yes.
Okay.
Woman's got to have some kind of pastime.
Woman has
Then
hobbies.
yes.
All
Okay,
right.
got it. Sorry, wife. Gotta go do my hobby. Opens the torture
Oh
chamber.
my God.
Bye.
You know what? Honestly, I think this is the best possible ending for her Den's dad.
Well, it's not even physical torture. She just talks to me and tells me stories. I can't fucking take it anymore.
As the door
Please.
closes and the voice slowly gets quieter.
Please.
Yeah, you could do that, but then let's save that for the end. I was gonna say he knows where they are. You can just fucking move the clouds and literally just vaporize them with the sun right now.
You
But
can
sure.
just like a magnifying glass with an
Spot
ant, just
treatment.
drag him back to the castle and be like, "Hi,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
your new boss."
Because Strahd was the one keeping the sun at bay, basically, you now have to like either do that or let the sun stay out and just hide from the sun. Like you're a vampire now.
You can be like,
Anyway. Yes, we can do that. We're in the heart of Barovia, so then that leaves blah blah blah. No,
Nimble
that doesn't have
wife.
anybody. No, we already said that.
Oh, okay.
We send a
Nimble,
message.
you get to have your wife.
I get to bite my wife.
Yeah, your wife arrives. What does she say when she sees you as a vampire lord?
Hot.
Hot.
I've seen a lot of things, but this is new.
Wood.
Voice inside my head. That's great, dear. I'm gonna save you now. Okay.
Save me? What do you mean? Ah!
I don't think this is the most outlandish thing Nimble has
I
done. It's
won!
just the one that's gone the first.
He punched out all of my blood.
The last words that escape your wife's breath is God, that's hot.
What?
Worth
God,
it.
that's
God,
hot.
that's hot.
Worth it.
My tiefling mind.
Wood.
All right. So then,
Bad.
we can just go through that. So
Smash. Next question.
Nimble's wife gets the blood out. They are dead on the ground. Then we have Aladrim, and we continue moving. Mistin was already dead, but we do that. And Lat as well. All four of them now, and Aladrim, if I said that, now laying on the ground underneath the heart of Barovia. With the heart now fully powered, you feel a connection to it, Nimble.
Mhm.
And you just hear in your head, wait for the drop. You hear in your head, feel its presence.
Ba-dum,
Let it pulse.
ba-dum.
And you literally just doom. And just this like reverberation of power comes off of the heart of Barovia. And after a good minute or two, your altar's eyes flutter open and they begin to sit up. Their color back to how they were when they were just human.
I've
You're no
thrown Zed's
longer
body into
undead.
that mix. Throw them into the little resurrection soup there.
You could. But they were not vampires, so you just mean laying them down, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Zed does not wake up. Zed is still in Inspector form.
Okay, can we explain this, please? I'd like to go back in. Do I just go in there? With Nimble does the all-powerful...
How do I
voice
get
inside
Zed
your head.
into the thingy? How do I get her fucking voice back into her voice box? Why do they call it a voice box
Well-
if it's not shaped like a box?
She's already in her body.
Oh, is she like dead, or is she like? Is there a way I can put her back in so she can meat puppet her meat puppet? Electricity.
The castle is her stone puppet.
Oh fuck! Do you have a gravestone? It's the castle. You're dead.
Thank you. How do I get unstuck from the castle?
I'm trying to figure that out.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the voice inside your head.
Did you hear the voice inside my head?
No, but I'm assuming
No,
it
not
can
you.
hear
I'm
me.
talking to it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's why I'm
have
looking
a
upwards.
name.
Vampire run.
Because I'm
Me
blind.
now.
I genuinely forgot it. I'm so sorry.
It's a vampire.
If you were actually
Here.
going to say it. Okay.
Said purple ram instead.
I know, so that's why you didn't reply.
Vampire.
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 Vampire. Dracula.
Okay, then yes. He's not replying to anything other than his real name. You have to still show him respect, damn it.
Laddie boy.
He's not replying.
Here. Vampire. Vampires. Vampire. Please.
Is that Nimble or just you having
It's
fun?
nimble.
He's not replying until you just actually give his name.
Vampire. That's his name, right?
It's my accent.
Vampire. Like
Vampire.
pyre. Like, yes.
Yes. That's what I was saying. Vampire.
No, you haven't been. You're saying vampire. Like,
Vampire.
Thank
Vampire.
Okay. Jesus. Holy fuck. All right.
Purist.
That's my name. Now continue saying it that way or I won't respond.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yes?
What I believe happened is the same thing that happened with Sergei.
Oh
They were
shit.
killed, but because their body and soul cannot leave the fog, it stayed. Sergei was bound to the fountain. Zed was bound to the castle.
You're like permanently haunting this shit now.
I
Can I-
wasn't.
Oh shit, you had a breath, so I thought you were done.
Yes, I need to breathe, talk. Thank
I thought you were an astral projection. I'm sorry.
I believe what needs to happen is we need to banish Zed's soul, aka kill her in soul form, so that it is released from the castle and then can be put back into its rightful place.
Okay. Are you
Oh,
done?
Is that it?
Are you done? Okay, we need to kill you in ghosty
One more
form. No, okay.
One morning! Magic must defeat magic!
We gotta kill you as this form so that you're undetached from here, like scraping off icing off a sugar cookie.
Okay, I don't know what any of that is, but I understand soul death.
Yeah,
So that's it?
I think
Is
so.
this just
Yeah, you
I
just
just
like
need
you
to go
got
back to my shattered self.
yeah, you got golden godded.
I don't know what that means.
The
but
guy in
I'm...
the gazebo. The sun
Oh.
one.
But now that you know this information, Zed, you can like begin to feel your body, aka the castle. You can feel like the weight of yourself. You realize you literally are alive and you're just like astral projecting. You have been bound to the very stone of this castle.
Okay, I'm never going to look at personifying inanimate objects the same way again. This is really, really weird.
that might have been why he took that memory away. Okay, well, that's somewhat good. All right, I guess we smash my soul into pieces again, and I go back into. Is it that simple? Is there any
Wombat,
other
can
It's
I-
that
questions?
simple, right?
Wombat, can I try something?
You can try something.
Um,
No, Jake,
so
never mind.
spirit shroud lets me call forth spirits of the dead.
Okay.
Can I try and use spirit shroud to? Because I don't think I have anything that can like straight up just like attack a soul. But can I try and use spirit shroud to kind of like find that tether and try and help
To find
like
the tether,
snip
yes,
it
100%.
to try and like snip it?
Yes.
Yeah,
There should be an object that is the actual body. It's not the physical castle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Then yeah, I'll
So,
use
yes.
spirit shroud and
Okay.
try and use essentially like maybe Zed herself or other dead spirits to try and like locate that like ethereal like tether.
Yes. So you can use Spirit Shroud, and Zed, you feel your astral form literally like beckoned to Arden, and you like cloak and dagger over his shoulders, basically. And
Going through the
because
whole
that's
Marvel
Spirit
Rivals
Shroud.
roster.
But with that, Arden, you feel a pull of like a tether, like you're saying, to what Zed is connected to. And with that, you feel it above you. You're not sure where, but it's above you.
Hey, I know
Or
where to go.
actually, sorry, you're not physically in this room anymore. You're in the Heart of Barovia room at the very bottom. It's more... You're in a 3D space. It's more diagonally up and like to the right.
Okay. I think I know where to go. This is a really weird feeling. We're gonna have to unpack this when we get
How do
home.
you think Zed feels?
Yeah.
He's just
We're
like,
really
what am
gonna-
I doing?
Yeah, we're really gonna have to unpack this when we get home.
You know, I will be more than happy to just lay down and stare at a ceiling for several hours once we're out of here.
This almost feels embarrassing to watch happen. Like I feel like this shouldn't be a thing that is seen by other people. I'm gonna walk.
You've
I'm gonna
seen
go-
my soul out of my body before, and it looked way less nice than this. Now you're being embarrassed.
No, I feel like this is more of a private affair. That kind of. I'll be back.
Go cut the tether.
We will be back.
I don't get it. I'm stuck to you, so let's
Yeah,
just
that's
go.
what I'm saying. We, yeah, we walk away.
Also, as we're walking away, Nimble, should I take my body with me?
Should she take her body with her?
It should stay here.
It's
That way
gonna
we
stay
can-
here!
Okay,
I
thank
wasn't
you.
done, you asshole.
You said what he did!
Please tell me when you leave, you fucking like whip your literal spirit cloak that is Zed.
Just smack her in the face. It's like, how?
I'm gonna use a Rocky Talkie and speak in Nimble's head, but hope the vampire hears me. You'll learn putting the pertinent information at the end of the sentence helps getting the sentences finished.
I can speak fine.
So I just hear like the help already.
I have a question. Is
You
Aladrim...
hear the physical pressing of the thumb and forefinger against one's nose bridge.
It's your turn now when I leave.
So are the altars like resurrected now?
Yes.
Yes, but
Okay.
hold on. Aladrim, what?
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what I was asking. Aladrim is going to chase after Arden because she wants to make sure her sister comes back to life.
Okay, yeah. So yes, the altars that were there, other than Zed, are back awake. You, sir, begin following the telekinesis thread you see in front of you, and it leads you back over the pile of dust and into the chapel. You see it physically gravitating underneath the raised steps that led towards where Zed was kept and the altar. It seems like something is physically under the tiles of the steps.
I'll go and get that.
Well, I can't help you lift this one up.
Well, now that he knows where it is, you could detach and like look in there and see what's in there.
Sure, I'll do that. I will no clip through the floor. What do I see?
You see some weird, like, unused texture, like a couple 100 feet below you. And you see Agario Wolf T-posing, unloaded in the distance. That way he's easier to load whenever he gets into a cutscene. And you also see underneath the tiles, like dug out into the ground, a red soul gem covered in binding chains with runes over them.
Well, this seems a little bit excessive. Come back up. So there's a soul gem of mine, yes, and it's covered in rune decorated chains.
Broken-hearted things.
Like your head?
I'm gonna use a hammer and just smash the tile open.
And you can do that, and what you see is a paper that says, "Bathroom break, go!"
Like, what the shit? This will be right back.
It's break time.
It's break
I need to
time.
use the restroom as
Actually,
well. I've been having to piss forever.
Go piss, girl. I'm gonna knock the fuck out after this session. I still don't.
You
I
sound
still
so
don't feel.
eepy.
I still don't feel like sick. Like I don't have the weird sick terribleness, but I do have like the weird like exhaustion slightly still. So still working on fooling my body into thinking we're not sick.
Alright. So yeah, Nimble took the power. Damn, alright.
Honestly, out of everybody who could have taken the power, Vampir's the real loser here.
Yeah.
Yeah, have fun dealing with Nimble for all of eternity.
He's probably
Honestly.
gonna be like, yeah, I'm done with this, bye. Like, just fucking no.
Honestly, I was waiting for you to pull some shit again. I was gonna be like, nope, not this time. My turn to fucking.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, that was basically my plan. I'm like, well, Maligan's got that whole human corpse that he ate that I've been saving for an occasion where we might need a whole corpse worth of flesh and bone and organs.
Yeah, but it's dead.
Be living so that I can keep the power in check.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
idea,
different.
but then it
just
would just
makes-
be vampire alive again, and he would definitely, based on the dice I rolled, he would definitely just fucking insta-kill you all and be like, haha, I rule Barovia now, and you're all my vampire slaves. Yeah.
What's funny is that basically is full on just Ghost Rider lore. Like if you know the comic stuff.
I do not.
Yeah, the body. So like actual Johnny Blaze himself is not a like, oh, I've got the powers of this demon. He kind of does, but in reality, he's the limiter. They bind him to a human body because he's the fucking like the chain basically. He's the thing keeping it back. Because if he's not there and you just get Zarathos, the actual spirit of vengeance, everyone's fucked.
Mm.
I think that's what Nimble just did. Just put a limiter on Vampire. Nimble's the limiter.
I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back.
back.
Eowyn.
All right, guys. I got my new fucking box here. Let's see what we've got. We've got. These are from Colombia. Bacon and lime flavored chips. Mayonnaise flavored chips. Coffee flavored cake slice. Sandwich cookies with lemon flavored cream.
Oh my.
Fruit flavored gummies with strawberry filling. Passion fruit flavored lollipop with bubble gum.
Okay.
Chewy coconut candy sticks. Garlic flavored plantain.
Ooh.
Cheese snack rings. Watermelon blue raspberry flavored chewy candy. Lime potato chips. Got a lot of potato chips. Choco coated wafer with vanilla flavor cream. Flavor cream? Flavor Town? Yeah, not.
I mean, you
flavor
gotta
cream,
try-
flavor cream.
I mean, you got to try the flavor cream, right? Like that's the
Yeah, you
first
gotta
one.
play the flavor
cream.
cream.
You
You
gotta
go
try
to
the
Flavor
flavor cream. I
Town.
was gonna
Bro,
say garlic.
It's
I was
called
gonna.
Jet Wafer.
I was
God,
gonna
I wish
say
I
garlic.
had some flavor cream.
God.
One
was
last
gonna-
trip to Flavor Town.
I was gonna say the garlic plantains, but after hearing flavor cream, you gotta try.
I can do the plantains because I wanted a crunchy thing, but let's look for that. I'm looking. There it is. Wait, no, that's the jumbo peanut. Wait, hold on. There it is. The wafer jet. Okay. It's literally got a jet. It's got a fucking jet on it. All right, I will consume between talking. All right, are we all back?
Here.
Here. It's
Meh.
easier to draw Nimble with another eye.
Okay, I think we're all here. All right.
That was a rainbow boy.
Okay, so yes, we break the tile, and you see underneath the tile is a red soul gem with chains around it with runes on it.
You want to Rocky Talkie Nimble and be like, can you ask Vampire if we just break this shit? Excuse me.
Yeah, I'll do that. I forgot what I need, but it seems bound, protected. Do you know if I can break it with enough brute force, or is this a bit of a harder job?
Vampire,
Yes.
can we like break it open to get the soul gem, or do we need to like go get it, or is it bad? What do we do?
As far as I understand, Strahd used the gem to contain the soul and used the bindings to keep it contained to the castle. I believe what needs to happen is to take off the runes, burning them, then undo the chains by cutting them. Then you may smash the gem, releasing the soul.
Burn, cut, smash.
Got it.
Proceeds to burn the gem, smash the chains, and cut the runes.
I hope that he
Fucking
was
you
smarter
didn't say
enough.
in what order?
Burn the fucking runes, smash the thing, crack it.
No. Now, after that, I'm technically out of spell slots, but because I don't think we're gonna have any more combat. Can I can I just do some of my spells for free?
I know you can't see me because we're not at the physical table and we don't use webcams, but I'm just waving my fucking yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And here's a fun one that I never got to use. And it's kind of thematic because I imagine it's vampiric magic. I'm gonna do Wall of Light and make a pillar of radiant light to burn the chains away.
Nimble's new eye just fucking.
Burn the runes off is what you're doing.
I don't bring it back to Nimble. I Rocky Talkied that.
I know, but it's still
Oh,
funny.
she can. Yeah. She just feel it. It's like ah. That's actually where Vampire lives. He's in the new eye. He's got an apartment in there.
Oh my god.
But yeah, use Wall of Light and do the burning.
Okay. The runes have fizzled away. Zed, you feel yourself like losing connection to the castle.
Are you doing something? I feel fuzzy.
Sorry. Bring out my scimitars and cut the chains.
Zed, you no longer feel the castle itself. You now feel only the gem.
Well, we'll see you on the physical side.
See you in a moment. And then use the warlock powers to summon the hammer again and smash the gem.
And as you smash the gem, Zed, you feel yourself dissociate from the castle. Not sure if the souls themselves would actually know what's happening when this happens, but because you are already in soul form, I assume you do. Normally the cycle of rejuvenation inside of Barovia is that the souls can't leave, so I visualize them getting up into the clouds and then, for example, raining back down to the earth and incorporating into a new Barovian body. However, you begin rising higher and higher into the sky, and you begin to leave this realm. Nimble, in your head, Vampire is... Do you not feel that? She's leaving. The fog down. Close it. Now.
Closing the fog.
Close the gate.
Close the gate.
And as you just wrap... Obviously, you don't know how to use these fucking powers, and I'm not going to come up with any bullshit. You just feel in your mind, you close off the realm again. The sky goes dark. The sun is no longer there. Covered in almost always night. Once again. And Zed, you literally just feel yourself stop, and then just slowly begin being pulled back down.
Vector beam.
It begins...
You know,
Go ahead.
I know it's a really serious moment, but I can only imagine all the other souls that are just been around and haven't been able to leave, getting a rapture moment with a bunch of invisible pillars of light that only they can see. It's finally, gates close. Fuck! They slowly go back down.
Well, there's nothing saying you can't
Open them again, yeah, but but from their perspective, right?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of them probably actually have been out because the fog has been open the entire time you guys have been doing this. They're gone. They've passed on successfully.
They had the rapture. There's just one guy.
Well, there's probably a lot of spirits. But anyway, it does begin raining physically over Castle Ravenloft. And Zed, you feel yourself being pulled towards your body as the heart of Barovia continues pulsing over you. And after a minute or so, your eyes begin to flutter open.
Gods, I'm so stiff.
Well, you were dead for a long time there.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. I understand.
Kazan healed you.
Uh,
God.
I don't want to get up. I'm just going to lay down here until Arden comes back.
That's fine. You deserve it.
Oh, breathing feels weird. I didn't have to do that for several hours, and now I do. Okay, just automatic
Manual.
breathing. No.
I cast manual breathing.
Well, look at you. Must be nice to be breathing.
Oh, shush. I don't recommend that experience. I'd give it about a 3 out of 10.
That's what I was saying, but Nimble rated it highly. I don't know.
Bodies.
I place my greatest curse upon you.
Nimble.
So
Curse
that-
of Ra.
No, my greatest curse is that every time you get a condiment out, like ketchup and or mustard, the first squeeze is always that shitty little piss squeeze whenever you forget to shake the bottle.
Monster.
Joke's on you. Always tub mayonnaise and getting it out with a knife.
Oh
Bitch.
god!
Yeah. You put
Yeah,
your
I-
knife in and it's just covered in like the gross separated mayo liquid.
Ah,
Oh
yes, you.
god! I go back downstairs.
Very slowly sit up.
Oh, he's here. You can set up now.
I just kind of
trying to
slowly pick her up, but you know, I can't be very fast because I'm imagining that like when you get resurrected, it's usually back to 1 hit point. So he healed her, but that doesn't mean she's not like still just like muscles, gotta use them again. So I just very gently hold her and wait for anything else we have to do.
Oh, yes. We might as well mention Kazan said you might want to get your spleen checked out.
Thanks, I'll get right on that.
A few doctors that so you don't have to continue to perform medical assessments on yourself.
I know my own spleen better than anyone.
That's not a good thing.
That would be nice.
Oh, that reminds me. Actually, no, that doesn't remind shit. I wasn't told about Kazan. Never mind. Reverse time. I do nothing and continue to hold my wife.
Yes, sir.
I'm saving that for when we leave, so I get the nice portrait. You know, the light.
The
of
end portrait.
Yeah.
How's Aladrim feel after dying, being resurrected, no longer a vampire spawn?
Like they were before they died. For the first time.
Okay, well, just to be sure, because I don't trust anything, we might just want to make sure that this is Zeddy. So, did Arden tell you he sat in an acid bath because a pretty statue told him to for power? He did what?
Oh,
It was
yeah.
very convincing.
His
statue.
fucking torso out.
You did what?
He was neck.
What do you mean it was... Arden! I left for a few hours and you sat in an acid bath.
It was a very convincing statue.
What do you mean it was a
left
convincing
and died.
statue?
It was. You left and died, and then I was mind controlled by my father, nearly killed our friends, and lost Rex immediately afterwards. It was in a bad place.
He was
You did
terribly
what?
depressed.
Nimble, can you make sure that that man is dead, and if he's not dead, that he wishes he was for all of eternity?
I have hobbies.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you say hobbies?
Nimble's emphatically nodding like, yes, I have a new hobby.
Fucking
I got it,
steepling the fingers, just fucking.
I got a very unbreakable, breakable toy.
Thareem, by the way, I've been
Hmm.
thinking. Vampir's essentially the more powerful of the dark powers. I know he's still bound and nimble, but I'm sure something can be done about your situation.
My situation?
You and you're making deals. You and the other Oka who's not currently conscious at the moment.
Oh shit.
I remember you're stuck here too, no?
Did the other dark powers also bind you to Barovia?
Only one way to find out. Try and leave or ask the Dark Power.
Well, the last time we tried to communicate with the dark power, it's just I got a radio dial tone.
Well, you've got one right here.
Yeah, one that is talking.
Oh, true. I'm not sure. Nimble, any info on that from Vampire?
Are you listening?
Sadly,
Do you have an answer?
I do.
Can you share your answer?
Fuck your. No.
I'll make
I
you
will
watch.
walk in this. I'll walk in the sunlight right now.
If you walk in the sunlight, I just get out again.
I didn't say that.
Oh. I'm hearing voices. Sorry, that was the voice in my head.
That wasn't me, that was them.
No, the other dark powers would not necessarily keep you here.
Not necessarily. They don't keep people here. Not often, at least it seems from what I got.
Do your friends want to keep their powers?
Do you want to keep your powers?
I'm just thinking about this in a practical manner because ideally I don't know if I give up the current deal I've made, which is pretty binding, what may come back to replace it would likely be worse.
I get to hunt people for sport.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah.
I can sever the connection.
You can sever their connection.
Of Bond, yes, but of my former patron, I question that a little bit.
Other beings don't tend to like losing employees.
Maybe don't keep your mic in the other room in a freezer.
A little louder.
For Arsenal.
I was trying to sit back
Right.
as to not be super dead.
Sit up.
Most patrons tend to not like losing employees. You are correct.
This one in particular, too.
Perhaps
If it's not of this realm, I cannot assist.
If it's not of
I
this realm,
apologize.
cannot exist. Bone dries.
Sorry, I was thinking about bones. He said apologize.
Apologize. I'm sorry. Autocorrect in my brain.
Fuck is autocorrect?
This thing.
What the fuck is autocorrect?
You.
What the fuck is a kilometer?
Oh,
But steel's heavier than feathers.
Feathers.
feathers. I'll be right back.
But they're both a kilogram.
Oh.
The weight of the birds, the weight of the guilt of the birds you killed to get all those feathers weighs heavier on your soul.
Everybody, though, when Arsenal gets back, round of fucking applause. They said they'd be right back. It took the entire
Yeah.
campaign.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear that.
I did.
He said it just
I
now.
did. When he gets back, everybody just start clapping.
Yeah.
Or play applause on your soundboards.
Just that Evangelion scene. Congratulations!
Congratulations.
I don't even know what that is because I've never seen Evangelion. I need to watch it. But I've seen that scene. Why are they standing on the world? It's so it's such a weird scene. I need the context of that. So, Aaron, would you
Hi.
want to get rid of it?
Let me DM you.
Or Oko, would you want to get rid of it?
Coca-
Look at Nimble!
Woka does not want the additional power. Woka also does not want the additional power. She didn't want it in the first place. She tried to deny it, but said, "No, take it anyway."
Yeah, you kind of huffed the paint. Kind of had to.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then while we're waiting, if you step forward, tell them to step forward.
Step forward!
Oka will cautiously step towards Nimble.
Place their hands in yours.
Let me hold your hand.
I mean, don't you already have a wife?
This ain't romantic.
cute.
You're fine.
Okay.
And she'll place her hands in Nimble's.
What now?
Have them feel their connection, meditate on it, and then use their gift. At that moment, I will sever the connection. They will lose their powers.
Meditate.
No longer be trapped.
Meditate on the connection and use your powers. He's gonna do the rest.
Oh, then you should probably have the other me, then?
Do we need to get you angry, or are you okay with that?
As long as they focus, I should still be able to do it. It's still within this form, even if not at the forefront of the mind.
You can still do it, you just have to focus.
Oh, alright.
And she'll close her eyes and scrunch her face, concentrating on this power.
The power that you've seen because you can kind of see some stuff that happens, yeah, right? From the other
Yeah,
one?
the remnants.
Yep. And as you do, anybody looking actually see you begin to turn that separate color. You feel their hands grow cold as you begin focusing on the connection, and it actually begins taking effect. And then at that moment, Vampire severs the connection. You slowly fade back to normal. And you are free of your dark gift.
So what does Thorim go back to looking ooky spooky, or does he still keep part of his flesh?
He's not made a decision on whether he has given it up yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you were also part of that. Never mind. Okay, now like the worm all the time. Yay!
Arson is back.
It's fired.
Arson's back on the menu, boys. And now we won't know which one is which based on color, because now y'all look the same.
Ba, 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 ba.
And I will just go in here and just go remove everything.
Delete.
I'm just really, really happy that way earlier in the campaign, because Zed and Nimble don't sleep. So it's like, I'm going to give you an anatomy lesson so you can stab people more efficiently. And now Nimble gets to use that forever.
I mean, Nimble's like, I chop bodies up. I'm pretty sure I know where their shit is.
It's
Right
like,
now
yeah,
I
but
gotta
you
go
do it
see
this
some-
way and you get to keep them alive.
I also like that Arden was like, you sure about this? And Nimble's just like, I make a career out of killing people.
Now I just get to be super hot and torture your dad forever.
This is nothing new.
Back. Sorry about that.
No worries. All right. We just had. Oh yeah. Clap, 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 clap.
Father called.
You actually said you were going away. Good job. You did it. Anyway, Zed, not Zed, Oak just got
Wolfka.
rid of their dark power.
Oh shit!
Amazing.
Back to little fire-loving dragon.
Yep, Arson's back on the
Arson's
menu.
Back on the menu.
So now you just have your original dark power, quote unquote.
Pretty much.
Yep. Okay. What do we want to do next? What unfinished business do thy have?
Do we want to go let Sergey free? Same way we did Zed?
Yeah.
Guess we
That is
would.
an option. Otherwise, we still have Kazan's phylactery. We have all the dead people in the room upstairs.
Well, the
Well, the people
Fog
who were
went.
upstairs. The fog went.
Mhm, so they're gone now.
yeah, their souls are gone.
Unless you want to bring them back, as I said, Casimir was there and, the Ravens and stuff. So if you want to have them, we can, obviously. But if not, then yeah, they passed on finally and are no longer trapped here, reincarnating forever.
I think they'll finally do a bit of rest. Let's maybe do some cleanup on a couple trapped souls. But after that, I think everyone that's living finally gets their chance at this final life. And we can finally go home.
Arden?
Yes?
You... Can I talk to you?
Yes.
Okay. You know how, like, you've met my brother before and shit, with the weird shit?
Very, very briefly, I remember the name at least.
Would you be able to find Lilith in the future?
I can very much try.
That's all I ask. Just to make sure that she's still doing well.
I know a lot of merchants, and I'll make sure they know the name and the face to look for.
Thank you.
Give him a hug,
And-
though, by the way.
During the hug, and you can make sure she will never know a day of poverty ever.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. She already has it.
Good. Well, I'll just put some insurance in. Make sure things don't go downhill.
Kinda just wipes at her face where tears would be, and I suppose I've always been her bodyguard. And I'm entrusting you to at least look out for her in my stead. If you can, at all.
That should be easy.
Thank you. Big toothy grin.
Should you
Ugh.
have put
And I
me
step
down?
and I step away.
Should you have put me down before you had this conversation?
No.
No, okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was still allowed to be here.
You're always allowed to be here. This is an open space. We're in a fucking room. There's no walls here. Outside of the walls in the room.
There's no walls here. The cardboard falls down. You're in a just open field.
Never have been. Well, what about all the underground space? Virtual reality. What?
I saw the
Tunnels.
unfinished textures down there
You
myself.
need to wake up. You need to wake up.
Oh, It's 2013, dude. What are you talking about? Pandemic.
Oh, stop.
Ah.
Stop. God. All right. So what's next, gamers?
I think Dream was right. Let's go do a little bit of cleanup crew on any of the souls that we know of that are stuck here. So,
Do we
Sergey,
want to fully RP doing it, or do we want to just say we did it?
what do you want? I can do either.
It depends how much time you want to spend doing it. We have hour 15 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how hard we go, this could be the last session.
Well, honestly, we could leave. We could leave room for epilogue, or what everyone's doing after the fact. So if we want to use this the last little bit for everyone's after story.
I don't know if everybody's thought about that yet.
Well, let's go at least free Sergey and see where we go from there.
Sure, let's talk to the mans.
Okay.
I'm
Yay!
talking.
Mason!
You all go and find Millie and Mason, who you signal to fly up to the top of the castle because they were down at the bottom of the Pillar of Ravenloft. And you're able to, give them hugs and snacks, get on top of them and fly. However, Nimble just fucking, floats alongside you with their hands behind their back or something. Just fucking, yeah, I can do this now.
She would probably be more moving around like, this is fun. I'm jumping in there.
So this is what double jumping is. And you all fly over to the Abbey and Kresk.
Oh, we haven't been to Kresk since,
You
You
did.
murdered a
You
guy.
came back. You came back.
Did we?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
they're
right,
like,
yes,
oh
right.
yeah,
He
hey,
came
by
back
the
and
way,
he's like, yeah, I told you it may happen, but it didn't, and everybody's fine with it. They understand it was Strahd. And you were just
Okay.
like, oh, okay.
Cool.
You guys were scared to go there, yeah.
Cool.
So yes, you do arrive, and you see Sergey, who immediately, wide eyes, is like, what happened to you?
Which one?
It's a long story.
Yeah, so which one specifically? And we can give you a very
The
short...
vampire lord.
Oh, it was a necessary decision to make sure that the people who we actually care about got to live.
You'll live.
I'm one of those people, sorry.
to bring me? Is he gone?
He's very much pilot dust in the wind. I made sure of that.
And at this point, the people who were physically like party members, basically, Muriel and Irina and Kismark, I believe his name was.
Ismark.
Ismark.
Ismarky.
So I'm pretty sure they would be with you here. Irina would like to pass on with Sergey.
Okay.
You've changed your mind then.
I changed my mind. Not because I changed my mind, but because we're done. He's gone. That is why I wanted to stay. To help, but then it would have been way too fucking much for the DM to deal with, so he just said they were fighting alongside you.
You
They
fought
reduced-
so well during that fight.
They reduced the amount of background ads by 3.
Yes. I see no reason to stay here anymore, given that now Strahd is gone. And she turns and walks up to Sergey. And there's no way for you to stay here once we break your bind, so I would like to go with you.
That's what you want. We're not going to stop you.
Then they both walk hand in hand into the gazebo, and Irina basically the statue that's there pushes it backwards and tilts it over, and underneath the statue is a gem very much like the one you saw for Zed, way older. And the gem itself is also more dim. It's just been there for so long. But Irina hears the instructions. She burns the runes, cuts the chain. Then she asks one of you to hold and smash the gem, and at the same time run her through. Which I'm pretty sure that's the correct terminology for stabbing someone with a sword.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, all right then. I live in a moral gray area, so I'll do it.
Okay. And you're just doing a quick, what you doing?
I'm thinking about it. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just try and make it as quick as possible. I think I'll have her hold on to the gem as close to her, so that when I run her through, the sword essentially breaks the gem and goes through at the same time, so it can be as quick as possible, so they can try and leave at the same time.
Okay. And as the sword pierces her chest, she falls to the ground, the gem shattering on the ground as it falls out of her hands. And you can see Sergey begin ascending, but then forcibly staying down and trying to anchor himself to the ground. into the light fades from Irina's eyes, and you see her spectral form begin rising, and they join hands and embrace each other as they begin ascending.
Nimble on minor delay remembers to part the cloud so they can leave.
Still
That's
part the
sweet.
clouds.
The fog, as long as you don't want the fog to stay now, you can keep the fog open and just cover the sun so you don't get hurt. But yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Nimble to learn the technology known as a sun umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Nimble just has her coat on her head.
Oh, that's sweet. He is not getting this armor back.
I don't think he can.
Did you take
can
armor
keep it,
off?
my child? Just fucking as he's like, I don't need that shit. Fuck you.
Did you take armor off of a dead person?
Without a second thought.
He didn't even
Same,
say anything
though.
about it.
I did actually have a second thought. That's not correct. My second thought was, damn, this armor's sick.
It was
I thought it would-
first the acid bath, then grave robbing.
Well, this one I thought would piss off
It's not
Strahd
that
specifically.
Okay, well, it's fine. Is it grave? Was it a grave? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't.
Someone puts
doesn't
their finger
matter.
up. It was a crypt.
It was
It's
crypt
with
robbing.
stone.
It's a crypt.
Okay, fine.
All right. So Ares, I guess. I mean, the party can weigh in, but you also need to make the decision. If you want to keep the fog open, everyone can eventually pass on if they're on accord or just old age, and they can actually leave. Meaning this place will become a dead land eventually. There'll be nothing here. What do you say about that?
Nimble is thinking of intermittently opening and closing the fog.
It's just the papers, please, but with the weather.
If you have a just death, you may leave. Otherwise, she's bringing new people in.
Okay, so
I wouldn't say free. I would say more under new management.
Oh God.
Yeah,
I've-
Nimble invented a 10th layer of hell for every petty CEO and capitalist around.
See, I'm so proud because if I had taken it, I would have done the same shit under new management.
It's a realm. She can bring new people in. She can have them
Yes.
visit her if she wants.
yeah.
Yeah, the Vistani are probably gonna stay.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear in your mind as well, if you would so like, there is no need for this realm to stay. If you decide to leave as well, Barovia will be gone for good.
Would you be coming with me?
We are one.
Oh, this makes this fun. We can leave together.
Then you have a choice to make. Condemn these souls to this place for eternity evermore, as it is deleted from existence, or allow them to pass.
Can I smoke bomb them and have them all pass at the same time?
You could go on a genocidal maniac run and kill every single person and living thing in Barovia, such that their souls now pass and Barovia is empty. And then you can leave Barovia. And now know that it's a evil, but it's a lesser evil because they've been trapped here soul-wise.
Oh, I
For
meant
eternity.
more of putting a nuke. Explosion.
Well,
Whatever you want to do, yeah.
Let them all
Hello,
pass.
Anna. pull a Thanos and just do a holy war. It's like it's mercy and stab a Fae.
I mean,
You can
technically
leave
it is.
now.
Even though they're alive right now, they'll just die and then live again forever. Here, if we're talking about D&D, their souls pass to somewhere. So
Can I put
they're
them in
really
a different
trapped. This is
realm?
jail. The different realm is where their soul travels to. The plane of heaven or the plane of hell.
Well, no. Can I put them in another one? Can I put them in the middle one?
This is the middle one.
No,
This
no,
is
no, no. Can I move them
purgatory.
from this bubble and put them in the bigger bubble?
The prime plane?
Yeah, that one. Whatever it is. The one with the ocean.
Like Faerun?
I don't know.
Or whatever place she's from. Or she could just go to the plane of water, which is like 99.999% ocean. It's just water.
Okay, well,
Can I take them back to mine?
No and no.
Okay. Well, okay, they're all gonna pass
People
now.
who came in through the fog. Yes. Because you guys can just leave the fog.
Mhm.
The people who were here when this was split off as a realm and have been trapped here soul-wise, no.
Hey, I'm gonna commit mass genocide by letting them go up there.
You know, it's technically a mercy.
Okay. I got approval.
Are we just hand-waving this?
Zed is just gonna be like, maybe you could let them experience the sun and just let them go out blissfully.
I'm in agreement with Zed.
They're gonna see the sun. It's gonna come straight down.
The Barovian people won't die from the sun. Only the vampires will, and there's no more.
No,
other
Nimble's
than
gonna
the father.
slowly give everyone skin cancer, and they're just gonna die
What
like
the
that.
fuck, dude?
Which it might just be worse. I don't know.
They're gonna go through a drought. It's gonna be fabulous. Yeah. No, just let them go pay peacefully.
Okay, so that means that you'll have to be here probably for at least, 80, 90 years before you can leave.
That's
No,
fine.
that's like 8-9 years in elf.
Open a bucket.
It's not in tiefling years though. That means Nimble gets a whole century of hobbies.
Not to mention
Hobbies.
vampire elf, so even further extended.
Correct, vampire elf. You're
And then
not-
I can fight
you're
Arden
probably
afterwards.
immortal.
I'm a demigod.
Because of the very start,
Mhm.
where you can come in from time, you have control over how the fog deals with that. You could live these 90 years, whatever, to make sure no one's here, other than the father, and then leave and go out of the fog right when the others left.
Yeah. Plan is to leave.
Okay, so let me write down my notes. Okay, so then does that mean that's our plan? Do we have anything else we want to do here? Or do we want to start walking hand in hand out of the fog?
Phylactery.
Phylactery.
We also need to deal with this. And he pulls it out.
Oh.
Put that
Is that
away.
from-
Have some decency.
Oh my god.
Don't show your phylactery like that, man. God.
Oh,
God.
Always phylactery out.
Isn't that from Kazan?
It is. He gave us instruction to give him the peaceful way out when we were done here. And I think we're nearing the end.
Finally getting to just break all of the things is all I could have ever asked for.
So what I'm hearing is you want to break it.
I mean, you can break it. I won't say no.
He's been breaking a lot of things, and I think it's very good to get rid of some of his tension.
It's just cathartic.
All
Looks like
right.
you could use it. You want to get a little stressed out? Go free. It
He's-
feels pretty
he's-
good.
You
So
can
he's gonna walk out of the gazebo and put it on top of a rock and say, "Have at it."
Neat.
It has 100 HP and 15 AC. Good luck.
We're gonna be here for a second.
Yep. Okay. I'll be here for like an hour with a hammer.
Oh, I think I can stand. I'm a little wobbly. Okay, nope. This is fine. I can walk. I'm good. I can walk. Nimble, are you?
Zed is now a baby deer.
Because with your mist powers, could you call the Vistani here?
What are the odds I get that?
Can I call the Vistani here?
Right. Man.
He hit
What do you
it.
mean by call of Astani here?
Summon them?
Because can she send
What are
like
you-
a
what are you
call to
trying to
be
do?
like?
Give them a
I wanna-
summons? Give them a letter?
Yeah, I want to talk to the Taroka card lady.
You start doing damage, Arsenal. I'll start subtracting HP.
Okay.
You want to talk to Taroka card lady?
Yeah, she's one of the Fae.
I was about to say, you forgot that she's a Fae. Okay. Yeah, the Fae can arrive, sure.
Yay!
You send out a call. It costs $1.99 per minute. How are you paying?
Well, they're now Nimble Coin, so
Mhm. All Strahd coin have magically transformed to Nimble's face.
How many do I have of those left? 4.
Be here.
I mean, let me just rename them then.
Oh my god!
Oh!
12.
Finally!
Edit.
Let's let that happen.
Ah.
And then the Fae can arrive.
48.
Nimble coin.
Nimble.
Well, I didn't expect one of you to take up him. But seeing it's you, I assume he's not having a great time.
I keep interrupting him.
If
Thankfully,
anyone-
you didn't do that to us.
I thought I did.
did it again.
It explodes. The phylactery explodes in a giant, like, I guess it would be an explosion of souls, right? Because phylacteries are like human
Well, it's
soul.
a
or-
soul.
It's his.
Mhm.
It contains his soul, and then
Look, so the Fae arrive, and there's just this explosion of energy from the phylactery.
See, I thought phylacteries used like they stored a bunch of souls in it to power their life.
No, I think it's just put soul in artifact and put artifact away because you can't die if you're like the part of the being undead part is, hey, you can't kill me because my soul's not leaving my body because it already left my body.
yeah.
It's
Usually,
like Wi-Fi battery power.
mhm. Like if you kill a lich, but the phylactery's still around, they just reform because their soul's still technically like here. It can't go anywhere.
I can see what Aaron's saying though. Evil liches, probably. This guy, he only did it to literally defeat Strahd. He wouldn't have done it the evil way. So yeah, it's just his.
Yeah, which do exist. There are arch liches, which is a newer addition that actually got happened, which are good aligned liches.
So yeah, it explodes, and you see a human Kazan soul rising up. And he just gives you a little wink, little
Bro nut.
Gandalf wink. Yeah, just nods a little bit, smokes his pipe, and begins going up.
Oh, I see where I got confused. They fuel it with the souls of others, but then it destroys the soul after a day, and then
Yeah,
that's what
kinda
fuels the lich's soul.
Consume.
Nom 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 nom.
Mm.
Cool.
Soul flavor.
Bye, Kazan.
Peace out, dude. Okay. What would you have of the Fae? What would you want? What you want from us?
I'm gonna show her Azrim's gonna show her the sensor. She still has it and go, I don't think we really need this anymore. Don't know if you want it back or the staff or any of the other things that we needed.
Well, seeing that you're releasing souls, I can assume that maybe you would like to also release the Sun Sword's soul.
Sun Sword, would you like to be free? Not in a violent way.
Feeling of happiness.
I don't know how to do that, but yeah, how do I do that? Or do I give it to you and it's a you thing that you do?
Well, it was enchanted by, I believe, Kazan. We should be able to release him.
Ugh.
Hands over the hilt.
Why the fuck did you make that noise?
It's just I know they're capable of releasing it, but in my head it's like I believe it was enchanted by Kazan.
Kazan, who's T-posing.
Looks over to the left.
Oh.
Later, dude.
Fucking later, dude.
Guy who's T-posing into the skybox. It's like, what about that?
Actually,
about
he's like Skyrim like Fallout glitching right now. He's just like
Something about him turning into a fucking surfer dude after releasing his soul is just very funny to me.
He went back to his young form.
He's got those luscious locks, got the sunscreen on his nose. He's ready to fucking rip tan.
Yep, but he's still wearing his
Hey,
wizard robe and
Ted.
hat.
That's just the scene from Sword in the Stone.
He puts on his robe and wizard hat. What do you not understand?
I'm gonna get the gift now.
Yeah, they can take care of the sword.
Yeah, give them the sword.
And does that mean that you, young lady, as they look at Nimble, that you plan on letting everyone pass?
Yeah.
Well then. We three will stay to assist you in this, and then we can walk out together.
Oh, hey, yeah, friends.
Exactly like that.
He's on after retirement.
Yep. Okay. Alright, well, Sergey and Irina are going up. Kazan, the Sun Sword.
Is anyone left who can't leave of their own accord?
You mean this accord?
Ah!
It's back.
Why would-
Kill it.
It's burning!
I mean, there's that vampire bitch
True.
No, Nimble gonna take her out.
on a date, or
Yeah,
Yes.
she'll
With a
figure it out when
sword.
she gets there.
or with a knife.
Yes.
She'll figure it out when she gets there.
Nimble,
Oh.
what do you have?
Yes.
A knife.
No!
All of the above.
Listen, that's Nimble hobby number 2.
I need to go clean up those nails.
That's everybody.
Alright. Where?
I guess we just figure out the goodbyes and then the heading home.
Alright. Well then.
Maybe we take a fucking rest before going home.
Hashtag long rest.
Rest
One
time.
last long rest.
Hey, can we press the new day button?
Can we finally all hit the new day button?
You can press the new day button, because after this, it don't
Yay!
really matter what fucking...
Oh, shit.
I'm actually gonna watch my calendar. So let's see what it fucking does when it happens. Let's see.
Shia Gazing!
I'm gonna hit it on Zed.
I'm gonna pull up the calendar and watch it as I hit it.
I might not go. Long rest, do it.
Oh, maybe it doesn't do anything to my calendar.
Holy
Motherfucker.
shit! What?
I thought it did because definitely one time I was like, wait, why the fuck are we a day like further?
It's not
This
And I
giving
looked
me
in
long
chat and someone
rest.
had did long rest day.
Oh, that's the best joke. That's the best joke.
Is it that maybe I did a long rest for someone?
It was because God took a long rest.
Like, I don't think so because I never would have done the new day, right? Like,
Good job,
Whoa.
Foundry.
Oh my
That's weird.
god.
Good night, everybody. No.
I'm gonna reload. It's not letting me long rest.
Same.
So clearly, what we need to do is have we all take a long afternoon nap, and then we wake up, and then we have party. Right? That's what we're doing. We break out all the booze. We can try the good champagne de la Stomp.
You already did.
That's right, we did.
Yes.
Now we can have it again.
Mm-hmm.
See which see which Oka we have when she wakes up.
Oh my god.
All right,
Nibble
game.
could probably do something about that.
Do something about what?
Oh, the Oka switching.
Oh yeah.
Nope, game refuses to let me long rest.
You want
Hey,
me to ask
you
you about
keep
in
your
my head
fucking
about your
seals.
fucking body?
Did I short rest?
We're breaking the game one last
No.
time.
We are cursed. Is it because we're not like physically on the board?
That
No.
shouldn't matter. They did it. Oh, let me do it without a new day.
Oh, maybe is that why? Oh yeah, there we go.
If I hit it with
Amazing.
new day now, no.
So at least that means there's a reason to not do the new day.
Literally doesn't let you.
Because it fucking breaks.
Yeah.
Maybe it just does that to like accelerate the day, and if too many players do it, then it just disables it.
Yeah.
Maybe, but it didn't change my calendar.
Calendar. Yeah.
Maybe it changed your
Amazing.
calendar. I don't know.
I didn't see anything on my side when I did it.
Okay.
I had it up. I was looking at it.
Oh well.
Maybe there's a different calendar somewhere.
Maybe.
Because simple calendar is a module I added.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Interesting.
okay, whatever.
Cool.
All right. This passion fruit sucker's pretty good.
Nice.
Mm.
Wombat's name in college or nickname in college.
What?
Wombat, take us to the campfire map.
I have a passion for fruit sucking. Is that what?
I don't know. It was an easy one
Oh,
to
that
make. I
was
don't
so
know.
good.
Was it a
fucking what, bro?
passion fruit sucker? I don't know.
Passionate sucker.
The other option for joke is that's the name of my ska band.
The gang's all here, except people who shouldn't be here.
Well, she's fucking dead. She's fucking dead. You're fucking
Everybody-
dead.
Everybody else left.
You're pretty much gone.
Oh yeah, Esmeralda. Hi.
These two were crying because of Irina and are gone. All right, cool. And then them two walk behind a bush, and you just hear some sounds.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I should probably do that real quick. Nope, we're still good.
Yes, Nimble?
Do you want me to ask my head about your body?
Hmm.
Or are you okay with how you are?
I think for now, I should be fine.
Okay.
Could always come with us. I know where I'm from. There's lots of magic and weirdness. I'm sure something could be figured out in the future.
Well, I can still go back to the temple with Miss Dan.
Yes, that's right. Though, not sure if we'll ever see each other again. The invitation remains still. If you ever find a way to find me, you're always welcome.
And that is what we call someone who's developed character.
I just like this one.
Oh, okay, you don't like me. I see how it is.
You don't like
The
any
other
of
one
us?
is. I apologize, but the other one is still banned from my manor.
I didn't hear no on you not liking me.
Know what I meant.
Arden, would you still like me if I was a worm?
No.
Depends on what kind of worm.
I know we definitely can't go back home. No, I still have a stolen piece of divinity and everything.
That's why you're definitely coming with me.
Do I get my own bed? Do I get my own room this time?
You get a whole section of the manor. I don't know. There's a lot of empty space
How
that needs to be
big?
filled.
Yeah, okay, but how big is a manor?
Oh, you'll see.
Bang bag on purpose.
Strahd's castle is my closet.
I'm just gonna be happy that it won't be so dark anymore. Feels weird I can stop doing what I've been doing for 20-something years.
Yeah, depending on how Nimble has it, maybe just clouds directly over you, so you're overcast, but everything else can be sun.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the day.
There's just the Shatterkai are just there. They have their eyes covered because they've never seen the sun before.
Here comes the sun.
Do-do-do-do.
Put it back! Put it back!
It's Is it always so bright even with my eyes closed?
Yeah.
This is so weird.
I mean, it varies, but pretty much, yeah.
I feel like I can. This is so weird. I know Father told us sometimes, but this is weird. Also, it doesn't feel cold. Is it always supposed to feel warm?
Again, it varies, but for the most part, where I live, it's decently temperate.
Also, Allegem, the food doesn't bleed no matter how much you cook it, apparently. That's weird. And also, they have thin water. What is thin water? I don't.
Oh,
Wait.
this is going to be great. Yep, this is going to be fun.
I don't like the way you're saying that. What is he planning? Zaddy, what's he planning? Apparently food is what he's planning. Unless you had something to interject with.
I mean, that's one of the things. Same invitation goes to everyone else, by the way. If you can find a way to find me, you're always welcome. Especially if you want to watch these two learn normalcy where we're from.
I don't think the plane of chaos is very normal, but I guess it's your normal. And that's what I said.
Durim, what will you and Light do?
Well, as much as I'd like to say we would gladly join the rest of you, I don't think you would have that normalcy with at least me around. There's a lot of things that may or may not happen depending on where I am, so in order to keep you all safe, I think the best decision is just to not accompany you. Light refuses to leave my side, so unfortunately I will be stuck protecting her. But other than that, I think once you leave, this is where we will part ways.
But the gates are always open if you need it, and reception can be dodgy, but I've heard that the sending spell can sometimes work over different planes of existence, so keep it as a lifeline. If you ever need me, call.
Well, I shall hope that I don't. Not in the bad way, in the way that I hope that I don't need your help. And being in dire need.
Understood.
He'll figure out a way to bash his head through the cosmic veil one way or another.
Oh, there, I don't need to bash anything. I have money and other people for that. Gods, it's been so long since I've had money.
Oh,
Okay, I
boo-hoo!
do have a way to visit. I have plane shift.
There you go.
Man, Oka going to the world where Bahamut's been asleep for thousands of years and Tiamat's known as the World Eater for trying to destroy the world of a handful of thousands of years ago. Yep, not gonna mess with her at all. No. Not at all.
I don't remember which one of us, but eventually I think one of us can get the was it like Dream of the Blue Veil spell, which literally is break the fourth wall spell. It lets you travel to other settings. Like if you're set in Faerun, but you want to go to Eberron, if you can find an item from Eberron, you can go there with that spell.
Dream of the Blue Veil is a 7th level conjuration. Who can use it? Arcana clerics.
Besides, there
Bard,
needs to
sorcerer,
be
warlock, wizard.
actual proper wedding number 2 because Oka missed the first one and she was really sad about it.
Yes.
It can be the spite wedding spite Arden's parents.
I had something in my head and it's gone now.
No!
Right, someone else take over. I've lost it.
We accomplished a lot in our time here. I feel very fortunate to have met all of you, even if it was for a brief time.
It's good to know that even in a dread domain, little glimmers of hope can be found.
As much as I hated coming here to begin with, I can't lie. Having known you all has put life in a bit of a different perspective for me. And think having these memories with you all, just knowing that they happened, will, I think, benefit a lot of people.
It also benefited you, and that's what's important, I think. You deserve it after everything you've been through, Arden. Better not waste it.
I don't plan on it. God. God, it almost doesn't feel real, does it? That that we're going home, that we're done, right? There's no twist, there's no Strahd's actually locked away somewhere else. It's just we're done.
I don't know. I think Nimble was actually a pretty good twist.
I can twist.
Twists her head back. Ugh.
It's just a full dog twist.
I know. Nibble is gonna go over and is gonna pull Arden's tail one more time.
You know, I can still miss you and not miss that.
I know, but I wanted to do it one more time before you're gone.
At
Yes,
this
yes.
point, she deserves it. Let her have it.
Let her have it. Nimble begins readying her knife to cut off the tail, misinterpreting what you said.
Don't worry, I got this. The guild does not authorize you this hunt. Shit!
I don't care. I authorize myself.
I'm a mercenary.
Would it be funny to say that Nimble doesn't know their new strength and rips off your fucking tail? and cut it out?
No!
It'd be pretty funny.
What would?
Not, never mind.
So, is there a Raven Queen where you're from?
I don't know, Stabby.
Yes.
Yes.
This is going to make this amulet very awkward. We'll figure it out. We've always figured it out.
Oh. I've nearly forgotten. I believe, Rainbow, if you remember, what did I promise Oka a while back when I asked her, like, basically, do your best not to harm us. You know, obviously some things might happen, but do your best not to harm us while we're in combat. And I think I promised like the majority of the magic items that I had, or like the whatever money I had at the end of the day.
I think so. Um, so I think it was what you have like an amulet of health. I think it was one of the things you offered.
Yep, because the amulet of health is used to say 8,000 gold.
Yeah, it was that, and I think probably some other pocket change gold that you had.
I'll go over to Oka. And a promise is a promise. Your other half, I said it'd be as civil as she can be while we're in combat. Try not to hurt us, and she can have this, which is worth quite a lot. I hand that to Oka, and whatever was left in my coin purse, 191 gold, and 1 copper.
Oh, thank you. I'll make sure to take care of this amulet at least, and when I get back to my world, I'll make sure to put all this good gold to good use, considering I still have a good amount as well.
I trust that you will. Don't necessarily trust the other half, but I won't lie. As much as she's still banned from my manor, I do respect her. I very much trust you.
Well, yeah, considering now that this dark gift is gone, yeah, you probably don't want her around. But thinking now that when we part ways, I should have a way to get to wherever you are. Now that we've grown so much.
By the way, I take off the amulet of health. My constitution immediately drops back down to 14, and which means I lose a good chunk of health HP, and I just kind of like, oh, son of a bitch.
Then I know we're out of
Some
peril,
would
but
feel
can you?
pain, but you just like iron deficiency drop to the ground or something.
Okay, I feel lightheaded.
Oh, then could you put 2 seconds of thought into what you do? I know we're out of peril, but please, I don't need a heart attack. I just got it back.
Fine. I just kind of forgot what life was like without the amulet. We have an extra one of those, right?
Alidram just slowly starts wrapping her scarf around her neck a little bit more.
No, we don't have one.
That's fine. I can pay for one later. Oh God,
You're not.
I'm fine.
Don't rely on magic items. It's bad for your health.
Okay, well, good. So that lost me. So brings it up to 19. That's 2 HP per level. So we're level 14.
You lost
So
28 health.
So I lost 28 health.
Okay.
Max HP is 142.
So, where are the birds gonna go?
Well, either they can stay here, or there is a place where they can stay that would actually be able to contain them safely back home.
You just want to bring them home, don't you?
No, honestly, that's the worrying part, because that means when we go back home, we're more than likely going to appear there, and it's a bit of a trek.
You can't bring them back.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, God.
They were there when the realm was broken off. They can't leave.
And can you just imagine being resurrected and all you hear once you you see First Light is just bird up.
Dun dun dun.
Bird up.
There it is.
I mean, you said it. That
I
means
said
click
it. I got it.
Means I
Yep.
click.
Then I rephrase that statement and go, well, they were here when this place was taken from the prime material, which means they're still bound to this place.
Well, Aldrim goes up and gives the birds a hug. No fear. Hug the burb.
The bird is hugged.
So I guess we all just sit quietly in each other's company for a little bit longer before, Nimble pulls the Mist Express.
Miss Express time.
Okay. Well done.
I guess the people that are going to leave first is the biggest group, which is Arden, Aladrim, Zadrentha, and Maligan.
Okay. And where are you guys heading off to?
They're going back to Arden's house because that's where they're all going to the same place.
My realm.
And would you like to go out when you were taken? 1 second into the future of that time? Or would you like some time to have passed?
It's up to Arden. It's all up to him.
If possible, then yes, I would like to return near when I was taken.
Nimble? Focus your mind. You can tell when he was taken. Connect the fog to that feeling, and he will return.
Nimble does it, but it probably does have the effect because Nimble is controlling this of it feels quite minty, like it's very sharp of a transition.
So much menthol in the air.
Yeah.
Just why is it spicy?
You feel like
I
you're drinking
think-
orange juice as you walk
It's
through
like-
a mint fog. Oh god.
It's like
Before everyone leaves, I feel like we have to have one massive big group hug, and then Maligan's on the outside and he lifts everyone up.
Okay. Do we all hug?
Big hug.
Okay.
I will allow it.
Sure.
I will allow it. Yeah, I think so.
The birds get into.
Yes!
Just everybody's covered in the wings. Their head like nuzzling down. Millie's in the center.
Good.
Igario Wolf, get in here.
Agario
I can't get him that quickly, but I can get our stand-ins. I can get spiritual weapon,
spiritual
and
weapon!
explosion,
Yeah!
Roll
a port
Gangs all-
caliente, and a
Gang go
port
here.
Oh my god.
rumple,
Yeah.
and fuck it, Beatrice Bumblewing.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
shit.
You still have that?
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Turtle.
Rex. Turtle's not there.
Oh my
actually.
god!
We deleted Emmy. Oh no.
Turtle gone apparently. Mistin. Lat. Lilith. Who the fuck is BB? Is that the old one?
That's all the
Dang.
old
Baby.
Maligan. There he is.
Aladrim.
Get in my
That-
And then the random other people that we've loaded over time. What the fuck? Yeah, Wickerman!
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Stomps out through the. See ya,
What's up?
guys.
Bye, Narwhal. Bye, buddy. And with the one shot, we can bring in Arcast, and Brailibur,
That is
Cauldrill,
fucking deer icon.
Lucius, and Sips, and Wisterina.
Why are
That's
some of
a
them
wrap,
concentrating?
everyone.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know. Some fucking spell that was up.
Oh, this is old Aludrem.
Yeah, that's old
Yes.
Algem before I made her art.
What a time we had.
Okay. You guys walking hand in hand out through the menthol fog?
Yep, because nobody's getting lost, not holding hands. So
Everyone is definitely wide awake because menthol on the eyes is like, ooh, haha, risk.
it's
Okay,
just
so
bricks.
Zed, Arden, Aludram, and Maligan.
Yep. They're going right back to Cernazia.
To Arden Springs right after he was two. Okay, next.
Probably Oka and Miss Dan.
Okay, and Miston, and you guys are going back to where you came from and at the same time, or you want to do a different time, or different location in the place?
Probably about the time Miss Dan was taken. I would think a little bit of time would have been gone past when Oka was taken first.
Yeah.
Before Miss Dan was brought in.
Okay. Three.
Alright, so I'm struggling here because I have no idea where the fuck to put the ream.
Oh no.
Well, you can just come up with it later in case you want
Mhm.
to continue with the characters. That's why we need to talk
I will
about
say
that after.
TBC for Thereem.
To be disclosed in future. Got it. Okay. And with all of them gone, Nimble, what is Lilith doing? She's staying with you?
No, she's leaving.
She's leaving. Okay.
Putting her back where she was.
Okay, well, you put Lilith back where she was taken from, and as she steps out and begins to feel sad, you appear next to her a moment later. However, for you, it hasn't been a moment. It's been 90 years of you staying in Barovia and helping people live their lives happily and passing on before you yourself leave the realm.
A torturing dumb fuck.
You have so much blood over you, caked from years of torturing Arden's father, and I'm assuming you did not let him pass and left the realm, closing it with him inside so he may never have eternal rest.
Yeah. I hate nobles.
Especially that one.
Yeah.
Nimble's just gonna show up at our den's door. You're not gonna believe what I just did.
And you walk out and can embrace your wife. Barovia, the shattered off realm that it was, is no more. There is no more dread domain of Barovia. It is gone. You still, however, possess the power of vampire inside you. You can do with that what you will.
We're gonna start a crew.
And is there any other closing remarks anyone would like?
Before we all would have split off, our den, you have a portal, or like a sigil teleportation at your manor? Or no?
I think I do. I think it's not used often. Yeah, but I think I do have something akin to that. Yeah.
He would have a reason to have one because of lore reasons that I know and he doesn't, so yes.
Okay. Then yeah, that probably would have been discussed with Oka so she could visit.
Yeah.
The plane shift.
Absolutely.
And she will have used Miss Dan to help create one at her place. So whenever she does visit, she can give that one to you.
She won't miss the proper wedding.
Yes.
No regrets, guys. We did it.
No regrets.
We did it!
We did it. That is campaign officially over.
Holy shit.
Yay! I'm clapping. It just doesn't pick up on my mic.
Yeah.
Everybody
uses noise suppression,
Here, wait. There we go. Yay!
Oh gosh.
Hey. Here, I'll clap too. All right. Well then, I don't know what to say. So yeah, there you. Yep.
You did a great job, Wombat. This
Good
is a very,
job.
very big commitment for
Thank
a long
you.
time.
For a first
that's-
time DM, you did a good job.
You
Thank you.
did.
That is
wonderful.
apparently just how D&D goes, though. Like, it goes for years. I didn't expect this to take that long either, but god dang.
Yeah.
No, it just
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah. Three years is about the average campaign, give or
I
take.
think a big part of that was you, though, because you kept telling us, like, as long as some people want to play, we'll keep playing, and that
Exactly, because
was really good motivation to keep playing.
I had like 3 failed campaigns where I was Blair, Rainbow was part of some of them. Just
Yep.
fucking, oh yeah, we're gonna take a break. Okay. All right, we're just not gonna play anymore. It's like, oh.
Yeah, that happens.
So that's why I was not gonna give up at least on it. So I'm happy that we made it through. We did have some player changes and player additions, and then we stuck it through. So, also with that though, that means that Redman, which I can't call Redman anymore, I gotta call him Arsenal, sucks.
I'm
And
still red.
Aries,
Still Redman.
I know. Want to take a break, so all the rest of us need to figure out what we want to do. Obviously, we can just take a little break and then figure out what we want to do after, if we want to continue doing something. Because I know Thereem, you have things with your character that you want to possibly have fleshed out, and we can definitely do something like that. I have my campaign that I was kind of writing, but I knew we wanted to like actually talk and see what we wanted to do after.
Yeah.
Before actually getting it actually playable.
Yeah, Thereem has unfinished story. We potentially would have touched on it near the end, but the story didn't really roll out the way that we were hoping. Or not that we weren't hoping, but it went in a different direction, so that's okay.
Yep, we didn't use a lot of the contingencies. You guys had like 12 each person. It was crazy.
Yeah, so the contingency that I had was because Zed was in a position of, all right, I am making sure we are getting to the end. One of the contingencies was if the Strahd fight was going too badly, Maligan was going to sacrifice himself and basically let Strahd eat him so that his consciousness would be in the demon blood and would try and fuck him up a bit, like it did with Zed before they got separated.
Cripple him a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yes.
full on like if it went down to the last minute, because I know Wombat does the like real time. If it got down to like the last minute, or if Zed was gonna try and take on Vampire, I was gonna stick myself in the neck so fast with those fangs, so fucking fast.
Yeah, Arden, after I said, okay, I'll come up with a way to make sure the altars can live, Arden was like, so if someone needs to take Vampire in order to do that, I'll do it. And I was like, damn, was it that obvious? What the fuck? He's like, no, it just makes sense story wise. I was like, well, yeah, I can't make it not make sense.
It's just like I was like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I was considering it, but also like Threem's already taken a dark power, so I feel like that's fine. He doesn't need to do all of it.
You can become Moon Knight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
There's a gun in my head that tells me what to do.
Nimble just didn't hear anybody else.
Was the best choice. It's like, Vampire, you might have think you won. Nuh-uh. Not with Nimble.
Nimble just didn't hear anybody else say it, so she's just like, fuck it.
Nimble owns you.
Yep, Threem went from being fucked up at the start to being even more fucked up now, but he doesn't take any of it back because everybody made it out.
Did. Yeah, the plan I was talking with Arsenal as well was like maybe like a once a year you can like come out of the domain, but then I thought about it more. I was like, well, the domain shattered off. You can just leave and close the domain. It makes it easier.
Yep.
Like, fuck you guys. I'm going home.
I'm going home. And now Arden, your dad, is basically erased from existence. I mean, he was there, but his soul did not pass on because it was deleted with it was Control Alt deleted. They just threw it in the recycle bin with the whole of Barovia.
He's stuck in the Shadowfell now forever.
Fuck you.
No, he's not even in the shadow. Like it's gone.
He's in Oblivion.
Yeah,
He's stuck in a Bethesda game, which is even worse.
True. It's about to be remastered. Oh god.
Oh god.
So yeah, that was Curse of Strahd, made by Pyram King, the module, and fancified by all of our stuff and doing things, and having powdered Silveris and powdered Diamedaris and the random tent woman that restored Oka that one time because no one fucking stabilized him because we didn't know what we were doing.
Oh yes, that was the one session I wasn't there for.
Yeah, that was yeah.
And I was and I don't know medicine. Ardennes specifically doesn't have a good medicine check, and I was busy holding off the night.
Yeah.
And then you got an actual doctor with a martyrdom complex.
And we salute Cuddleby and Grammy's characters who didn't make it all the way through.
I get to have the dog back.
They were lost in the world.
Gerald is mine again.
Yeah, damn it.
A long time ago, Wombat, you said you had people planned for like guest players. Who were you originally planning?
Every single one of them, like, basically was like, "Oh yeah, totally ready," and then, "Oh, can't do it. Oh, can't do it." What
you don't
was
have to
her
call
name before. Oh yeah, but yeah, there were a couple, and then I just got rid of it. There's even still a login for SG special guest.
Oh yeah.
To the Foundry, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh well.
They don't go by that name anymore, but one of them was Fleet Lolf. That was one of them.
Yeah, Misha Carbon.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they
I think
stepped away
Reiji was one. I think Hazel was one, and I think Nixum was one. All the people who don't really play D&D but said, "Oh yeah, sure," and never found a time.
So. They had stepped away from streaming altogether. Now they have a business job in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were a good streamer though. Dang.
It wasn't good. Wasn't for them.
I will say, Wombat, if you do need some maps, I am getting into map making.
Yeah.
If
that's what we want to do, and we as the people who want to continue playing, then for sure.
All right.
I'm down to continue DMing, but we gotta talk
Yeah,
so we can end our streams at least.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna raid Mike before he can raid me.
Has Rage
Good
still
night,
going?
everyone. We're gonna figure.
No,
the campaign is done. We'll figure out what we're gonna do from there.
That's a wrap. We may or may not have Tuesdays, so keep a lookout. See if we come back.
Lights. Everybody wave at the cameras.
Like, follow, and subscribe.
All right.
All the villains start showing up.
Plus